Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Trey, my man's Bishop, and we are First Formation Morning Sports Talk. Bishop, how you doing, sir?
WGO. It's hump day. How y'all doing on
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, man? How's everybody doing? Yeah, we're running a little late on formation, man. Please forgive us. I have already signed my 4856 block
As
13,
I did
and I
too.
initially I initially,
Concurred.
I concur. So please understand our tardiness, man. I'm trying to get some last minute things done before we jump on the air. Jackie, what's up? Jackie, you is faithful, man. You be waiting on us, but Jackie, you do not be playing. You be waiting on us, man.
Good
We
morning,
appreciate
Jackie.
it.
Good morning, good morning, good
Morning,
morning.
good morning, good morning to you though. What up, Lestan?
What's
Great
good?
morning.
What's good?
Great
What's
morning to
good,
you
fam?
too,
What's
sir.
good, Frack? So,
Look,
Bishop, I was just listening to you when you talking about signing the Block 15. You already got your 4856. Have you ever had to write your own council statement for yourself?
no.
No?
No, sir. Because I'm not gonna write it if
I
that's
was
the
about to
case.
say, or would you?
I'm not gonna write it. I'm not gonna write it. Nope, not on duty. Now, have I done my own NCOER before? Yeah, I've done that.
Stop telling them people, man. Stop
Y-
stressing your
Yeah, I've
stitches, your
done.
stitches.
I've done that part, but I have not. I have not wrote with my own. I don't
Bruh,
write my own council statement. What?
I've written my own council statement twice,
Oh
bro.
no, no, no.
And
What's
look, I'm not even gonna
no?
hold you, bro. I should have been wrote it like I was literally writing for a soldier too. Like,
Are
the,
you serious?
yes, I wrote it
Oh
like
no,
what I'm saying.
I
Because
don't.
so
Nope.
my mindset was, hey, saying don't play with it. Just go ahead and write it, so that way they feel like you took it seriously. So I took it seriously. It was, of course, it was an
Mm.
officer that set had it was a corrective training, but so I took it seriously and wrote it. And of course, I mean, I didn't fully write it. I wasn't gonna put no tomfoolery on there. Whereas, like, for the corrective action, but it was something simple for a corrective action in which I
Mm.
didn't feel like it would have been anything off skin off my back to do if they was like, okay, go ahead and do that. Because most of the time it's not too many people that follow up with a corrective action unless you basically like hell said like, no, I'm tired of this, and you
Mm.
really so yeah, I sit up and did that. I had to write it. I had to write one twice. I think. I
Oh
think the
no.
other one was just like some other stuff, but one like legitly for a council statement. Of course, for y'all when y'all hear Bishop say DA 4856, that's a military form in which is a counseling statement. Uh, Overall, for the most part, counseling, whether good, bad, indifferent, good counseling, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but
Yeah.
usually what the military history has told us is most of the time you get. Matter of fact, have you ever got a good counsel statement? That's what. Matter of fact,
Uh.
outside of performance, like, hey, say you did a great job.
Yeah. I don't know. Have I ever? I can't recall. I can't remember whether or not I got a good one or not. I want to say I have though. I want to say I have. It wasn't. It was far in between, but no. I want to say I had. I want to say I had. I don't remember though.
how many bad counsel statements would you say you wrote
Oh,
outside of
wrote,
performance?
wrote or
Yeah,
had?
yeah, wrote.
Ooh, how many bad count? Oh, I don't know how many I had. I know I had that book, that blue book for counselings and
Mm-hmm.
what was a counseling statement? Was that? No, that was for NCOERs, I think. No, that was the blue book for NCOERs I'm thinking about. But yeah, man, I don't know how many I wrote. I done wrote a few. I'll put it like that.
I set up in the one I didn't really write. I mean, of course, you wrote for like I said performance, but outside of like recommendations, like I
Mm-hmm.
had to write a few for recommendation,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like a first. I didn't do that till I got here. To
Yeah, I think I wrote a few for recommendation. I did.
Yeah, I did that when I got here. I had to get rid of two of them.
Mm.
One of them was kind of forced. I know I could have held back on that, but the one I really wanted, oh bruh, that soldier came up and told me. I was like, hey, you need to be here for because we got that to do. This soldier told me I'm not going to be there. I just I just got married and my husband is getting ready to deploy and we have things to take care of. What
What that got to do with me?
I was like, if soldier, if you don't get your, I was like, I was like, let's go, let's go. I was like, matter of fact, don't show up. I went in. I was like, top. I sit up and typed it up. I pecked, but I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Top, we're gonna have to go ahead and execute this.
Right.
I was like, we not playing no games.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you just gonna tell me where you
That
going
what
to
you
because
not
your
gonna
husband.
do.
Yeah,
What
because
you
your
not gonna
husband.
do. Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, I got something for you, soldier. Sure
Don't
enough.
worry about it. You'll be sitting back here in the rear end. Don't even
I
worry
got you.
about it.
Yeah, I got you.
You'll
Go ahead
be
and
a
go to the
dependent.
DFAC. Go
Yep,
ahead and go
you'll
to the
be a
DFAC. I
dependent.
got you.
Yeah, you'll be a dependent.
What's good, Freddie? What's good? What's good?
What
What's
up,
good?
Freddie? What up, Freddie?
So, boy, that kind of like segue to lead into saying some of the topics for today. So, have you ever, let's say this, keeping in the vein of the military, have you ever had a situation to where if you as a section sergeant or a platoon or leader of your section in the consolidated dining facility was to be a part of a draft? Have you ever had your eye on a soldier like, man, if this was my soldier, I love to have that soldier. Have you ever had
Oh
that
yeah.
situation?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Secretly
Most
talking
definitely.
to yourself like, man, if I had
Yeah.
that soldier right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You always got I think we've all had our favorites before where we'd be like, yo, man,
Scoping
yeah.
your homie soldiers like, man, if I could get that
Yeah.
player right there.
Yeah. Oh, and I've had soldiers be like, Son, I want to come to your unit. I want to come over there with y'all. Yeah, I want to come to y'all unit. I've had soldiers ask to get out. Could I get them out their unit to come over to our unit and so forth and so on. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
oh
this is
yeah.
a good question.
Oh man.
I know mine's was I had two of them. I
Um,
had I
I've
had to
had
write one soldier up for stripping for stripping.
what? What do you
Yeah,
mean
bro.
stripping? Like
She
actual
was she was
stripper?
a stripper. She was a stripper.
Oh, oh, look
She
at
was a
look who on here,
Craig.
bro. When you getting on the show though, dog, with your
Conspiracies.
yeah. That's what we need to see, and we've been trying to get you on the show for a minute, bro. What's good, Craig?
But yeah,
You
I had to write
you had to write
for
up
a
a soldier
stripper.
for stripping.
Bruh, she was stripping, man. She was stripping,
Who
stripping
called her?
the
Who called her stripping? You?
no. You know what? I've never real talk. Like this is 100%. I've never been to a strip club in my life.
Oh wow!
So we talk about you never been to Vegas. I've never been to the strip club.
Oh
So
wow!
so yes, I've never been to a strip club in my life. But so it wasn't me. It was one of my NCOs, and he
She was
happened to
an
be.
NCO. She was stripping.
No, she wasn't the NCO. The
Oh
NCO called her. But
oh.
what happened was she was in there stripping, and he happened to be in there at the
So it was
club.
some more. So basically it was some more. It was some more. What is it? Players Club type junk.
Yeah, yeah. He was simply walking there, and he looked, and out she come onto the stage while he's watching. So he's like, he snatched her up. He's like, let's go. It took her off and like, let's go, high speed, let's go. You got to go, let's go. And so I was like, are you
What?
serious? Yeah, man, yeah, for real,
What
for
up,
real,
Craig?
for real.
What up, Craig? I'll tell you what's up. You being on the show when you were supposed to get back with me about being on the show. That's what's up, Craig. That's what's up. Wow,
She was
wow.
a stripper, so
But
that was.
that ain't unusual. I've heard about soldiers
Oh yeah,
being
yeah, 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 yeah. Of course,
that ain't
especially
that definitely
especially
ain't
out of
unusual.
Freeman, but
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, sure enough, she was like, I was like, and he was like, they was up there, it was all kind of stuff, and so it was funny because during the day, of course, soldiers, you know how cooks do when they walk from the behind the line and they go chill in the in between where they put the plates away to go talk to soldiers and stuff like that,
Right.
and so all the time I would see her like talking to soldiers and stuff like that.
Hmm. When I was in Bragg, I had to
Yeah,
do the same with one of my soldiers for sure. Yeah, see,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
definitely
so
not unheard
so
of.
that was the craziest thing for me. I think also was writing a soldier up because she I can't remember who it was. I know what soldier it was, but I can't remember. It was one of the NCOs at Freeman that the soldier went was on outside line, and she went to put the I think she put the grits or something on outside line, and it was
Woo!
in an
What?
altercation. Yeah, an altercation ensued, and she slipped and slammed the grits in the hot water, and the grits splashed up and hit the NCO.
Wow.
Needless to say, she didn't make it to her next enlistment.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure.
I tried to fight for her though. I didn't think that was a just situation, but I tried to fight for her. But my first time was like, mm-mm. Matter of fact, it was a comment that I made that ended up sealing the deal for her.
Mm. Wow. Yeah, I can't. You know what? I cannot remember what's the craziest. The craziest, not the grits. Yeah, the grits, bro. You know the grits is a hot commodity for breakfast, bro. You don't mess with the grits, bro. You don't mess with the grits. You better off messing with the oatmeal before you mess
The
with the grits.
oatmeal that know what they eating.
Nobody eats oatmeal, but them grits, you better leave them grits alone. Don't mess up them grits now. I remember I think it was in Freeman or in Freeman. Remember that sergeant major
Yes, I
who
remember. Of course, he always
crazy about them grits. Yo,
Sergeant Major,
them
Sergeant
grits,
Major, Sergeant Major Fontaine.
Fontaine. If them grits wasn't right, oh, you can best believe somebody finna answer for that. She went from
Oh
skipping
yes,
into in the service. That's a big career change. Yeah, bro.
yes,
Uh,
Sergeant Major Fontaine. I said, but I
yeah,
remember
you
that dude
didn't have
came
them
to
grits
me.
right. Oh man, you messed up
I
them
remember one
grits.
time he came to
Oh,
me.
bro.
He's like, Sergeant, why don't we have sausage? I was like, Sergeant Major, the sausage in the oven. Once it's in the oven, ain't nothing I can do about it. It's over. I was like, it's a process.
Right.
Wrong answer, Sergeant. He walked off on me like Roger, Sergeant Major. Okay.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yep.
Yeah,
Fontaine.
Fontaine, Terry
Yep.
Fontaine.
Yep. Oh yeah. Old Sergeant Major Fontaine, bro.
Him and his wife
Fontaine.
was hell
Everybody know
on
Fontaine.
him and his wife was hell on wheels.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes,
hell,
sir.
the brother too. The brother, his brother, he was a twin.
Yeah. What was
Yes, we
it?
are. Matter of fact,
No, we're
Mike,
not talking about Rogers, Mike.
Mike,
No.
I got something for you about Mr. Rogers later on, Mr. Mike. So you just stay tuned there, sir.
No, we're
You
not
just
talking
stay
about Mr.
tuned.
Rogers himself. No, this is not Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, Mike.
And see,
No.
look at
See,
this,
I
saying,
told you
and
we
his
not
wife,
talking no
yes,
more. Oh,
and
you
his
didn't hear
wife.
about yesterday. We not talking no more about Rogers until he make a decision on what he gonna do, bro. We don't want to hear nothing from Rogers until we figure out what he gonna do. If he ain't decided yet, oh well, we ain't putting him in the topic of compensation of conversation.
So one of the things, of course, like I was saying, when you look at that, being able to make choices and stuff like that. So Bruce Arians yesterday came on and he discussed, basically said, and get this, Bishop, tell me if you think this is just or not. He
Mhm.
basically stated that he is not open to accommodating Tom Brady if he was to come back with a trade, unless he was able to get 5 first-round picks.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I didn't mean to.
Is the future,
He is
is
full
the
of
GOAT, is the
do
GOAT worth
do.
Is
He
the
is
GOAT
full
worth
of
5 first rounders,
do.
Bishop?
He is full of do. Do. Man, ain't nobody turning down the GOAT for nothing.
What happened to F them
Nobody.
picks? What happened to F them picks?
Yeah. Ain't nobody turning down the GOAT for nothing, man. I'm just telling you, bro. Nobody. They're not turning down the GOAT, man. I don't care
He
what he
said
say.
he said he would give
He
Brady up for
lying.
5 first-round picks.
He lying. Ain't nobody for one. Ain't nobody finna give you 5 first-round picks for GOAT.
I don't even know about 3, maybe
Yeah,
2, maybe
maybe 2,
2, maybe
maybe,
2.
and you pushing 2.
Yeah,
He's on his last leg, bro. You
yeah. And
pushing
so
2.
and then ultimately, do you want those
No,
picks? Because if you were getting him for what you think you are, them picks is going to be low anyway. You're going to be
right.
like number. You're going to be in the
You're
bottom
gonna get
half,
27, 28, 29,
29,
30, 31.
32.
You ain't finna get, man. No, ain't nobody finna give you no 5. See, that tell you right there, Bruce Arians ain't all that. Ain't nobody finna give you no 5 picks for no like let's say 5 picks, 5. No, bro, are you serious? Ain't nobody finna throw away their whole next 5 years of picks for no damn Tom Brady. Don't get me wrong, he is the GOAT, but what in the hell do you think I'm finna give? Boy, the war room, I guarantee you, anybody that does do that, if anybody was to do that, they fired. They would not make it out afterwards. What y'all, if y'all haven't already talked about the Lakers, more importantly, LeBron. Oh yeah, we ain't got to the
We ain't
NBA
got to
yet.
the
Greg.
NBA.
Hold tight, hold
We
tight,
got
hold tight,
yes, sir.
hold tight.
So
We're gonna get to that.
Bishop, if I sit up and called you, like if I was Arians and I called you, I was like, hey, what's going on, Sean, man? So Brady is interested in coming to Philadelphia, man.
Okay,
So you know what I'm saying, you know what he did last year.
I do.
I would hate to give him up, but what do you think about 3 first-round picks?
Let me get this straight. So you're asking me, sir, that you going to give me Tom? Will you allow us to take Tom Brady off your hands? In return, you want 3 first round picks?
3 first-round picks.
It was nice talking to you. Good luck with Tom. Man, I ain't giving you no damn three first
I'll
round
probably be
picks.
yourself. I'll probably be yourself. Oh, 3 first rounders. That's all you want? Okay. Let me do some crunching and I'll get back to you.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
You're
Don't
like, wait,
call me. I'll call you. Man,
wait.
no. Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
Tom
call
Brady
you.
is not worth three first round picks right now, bro. I'm sorry. I'm like I said, I give you two possibly, and like I said, that two is pushing it. But one, I give
What
you
up,
one.
man?
Because
He
with
said,
one,
hell
I
no.
possibly could, if I were to get Tom Brady, like you say, if it was the Eagles, if I were to get Tom Brady, it's a possibility that I could win a Super Bowl
Mm-hmm.
that year. But after that, everything else is questionable, bro. Everything else is questionable. So I might give you one, maybe two picks. But after that, don't
Yeah,
look for no more than after that, bro.
and with the whole thing settled, like I'm finna make these picks, like the worst picks you probably could have ever gotten.
Boy,
I
I'm
didn't
giving
trade.
you
You done
ninth.
traded
I'm giving you
basically.
a pick in the ninth round.
You
I'm
done
giving
basically
you a
gave.
pick.
You done basically gave me two Super Bowls, and I done gave
No,
I done
and
gave you two.
I done I done shot myself in the foot. Pow, pow. Man, what? No, bro. No, I'm not doing that. Now Tom decides to retire after winning us a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now I ain't got no picks for the next 4 years. No, no, no. I'm done. No, that don't even make no sense. And he's stupid for saying that. Bruce Arians is, because ain't nobody in their right mind gonna make no deal like that. I'll give you 2 first rounds and a 2023 and a 2025 pick. I wouldn't even do that, Price. That's too much. 2 first round picks? Oh, you said I'll give you 2 first rounds, a 23 and a 25 pick.
25 pick. I don't know about
Oh,
that.
so are you saying the 2 first
He would
round
trade. He
picks
would
are
trade 23 and 20 and 25 first round pick. So he has his 24. He has his 24, his
and
22 and
2
24
and
pick.
4 picks?
Yeah, he has his 24 and 22 pick.
That okay? I see where you're going with that. Okay, so because you 2 first, I thought I thought that was alongside with the 23 and 25th pick. But okay, you saying the 23 and 21st? That ain't bad. I could deal with that. I could deal with that because I'm getting my 22 pick and I'm getting my 24 pick. I'm with that AP Anthony Price. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day. Yeah, for Tom Brady, I'll
Mm-hmm.
take that all day. Yeah,
And that would be Tom Brady to the Commanders.
yeah, for Anthony. Yeah, to the
Mm-hmm.
Commanders. Oh yeah, I'll take that all day and twice on Sunday. Yeah,
So
that's reasonable.
Additionally, what's reasonable, although I hate it, is to have continuous talks about the Los Angeles Rams because they are currently the reigning Super Bowl champions. Uh, we had our chance. They
We
were who we thought they were, and we let
we
them off the
were
hook.
and we were who they thought they were.
Let them off the hook. But so I asked this. I have a couple of trades of which I want to ask you, Bishop, if you think
Okay.
this trade would stop the Rams from repeating. First trade. Los Angeles Chargers trade for Calvin Ridley. Is Calvin Ridley the answer in San Diego? For the Los Angeles Chargers to be able to stop their home stadium rivalry for getting the Super Bowl in
The
2020.
Chargers?
Yeah, the Los Angeles Chargers. Calvin Ridley, Keenan Allen. Uh,
Would I
uh,
trade for Calvin Ridley?
with a Calvin Ridley trade be enough to get them over the hump to stop the Chargers. I mean, stop the Rams from winning in 2022,
See,
2023.
because you keep saying the Chargers. I'm like, which
Yeah,
one
the
are you talking?
Chargers. The Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers. Would a trade with the Los Angeles Chargers picking up Calvin Ridley be able to stop, would that team be able to stop the Los Angeles Rams from winning a Super Bowl?
Another Super
Another
Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah.
Oh, okay. You was confusing the hell out of me. Okay, so will the Calvin Ridley going to the Chargers stop the Rams from going to the Super Bowl again? In other words,
Yes.
oh,
With that team.
whew. Good question. I don't know if
You don't think that's enough?
So the Chargers, their quarterback is
Justin Hayward.
yeah, Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
So Herbert is not bad.
He's not.
He's not bad at all.
And that's Keenan Allen, Michael Williams,
And then
Austin Eckler,
you adding Calvin Ridley. But what's
and
their defense like? See,
Joey
it's cool.
Bosa.
I know about Joe, but then that's about it.
They got a corner. I can't think of his name. Is it Derwin James? I think Derwin James.
Derwin James, I think that might be it. Yeah. I don't know. They possibly. That's what. So what you asking? Would I do? Would it be enough to stop them?
Yeah, would it be enough to
I don't know if it's enough to stop them because that Rams defense is still killer, bro. As long as they still got Donald, as long as they
you
keep
think so? You
Von
think that
Miller
that's not enough?
and Ramsey, bro. Yeah, I don't know if that's enough to because I mean that's definitely it'll definitely be a good run and a good battle between the two. And it's possible. I feel like they could probably stop their run. But I don't know if it would. I don't know because that Rams offense against that Chargers defense. I don't know if that Chargers defense can stop that Rams offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Ooh, Russell Wilson to the Cleveland Browns.
Ooh.
You think that's damage? That's pressure.
See, but
Still
a defense.
Jarvis Landry there.
Jarvis
Still,
Landry's still there. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Jarvis Landry's still there. Um.
They have still have sign. I mean Garrett
Yeah.
on defense.
Miles Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see. And then let me see. The Rams. I mean, the Browns are. Oh, but the Browns are about to pick up. Oh, and they probably talking about picking up a wide receiver, London out of USC.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, with the ninth pick. The Browns got the ninth pick in the 2022 draft. They traded up from the Broncos and got the ninth pick. And they're looking at London out of USC. So, ooh, that might be. You saying is that worth the
Would that be
trade?
enough? No. Would that be enough to
Stop the
stop?
Rams,
Just stop the Rams.
bro. That when it's all said and done, you still got to look at that Rams defense, bro.
Still don't have. That's not enough.
That
That
Rams
offense.
defense.
That offense isn't enough.
Yeah, it may be enough, but it ain't. Oh well, yeah, it might not be enough against the
Okay.
defense. That defense,
Okay.
that defense is too powerful, bro.
Okay. Buffalo's Bills trading for defensive edge rusher Daniel Hunter to now it would give the Buffalo Bills a better defense. Would that be
Mm.
enough to stop the Los Angeles Rams? A better defense in Buffalo. Still no run game, but a better defense.
Yeah. Good question. And we know Josh is over there balling out.
Yes, with the lackluster receivers that he got.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Outside of Diggs, but
but then see that right there would be
yeah,
the
see,
problem for Buffalo. It would be their offense,
they're not enough offense.
not high
Well,
powered enough.
Gabriel Davis showed he got some promise.
He
So
did. He showed, but
yeah,
he showed at the end, at the
yeah,
very
at
end.
the end, like before
Yeah, like we
now
needed that.
now
Yeah,
everyone knows who
yeah, we
Gabriel
needed
Davis
that.
is.
Like, yeah, if
So
he'd have
now we
showed
need
that,
to know. We need to
right?
be able to see, is this the same? Is this the receiver that we can see, or
Yeah, is he
was it
is
just a
can he
one
gonna is
game?
he gonna be consistent?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that probably again, it looked like so far they
No,
3-0. 3-0.
nope.
Bishop says they 3-0 so far.
3-0,
Uh
bro.
Tampa Bay getting Deshaun Watson. Is Deshaun Watson in Tampa Bay enough?
Woo! Now
Do
that
we
might be
find
the team. That
that
might
might
be
be
the
it?
team enough. That might be the one team that, yeah. That right there might be that right there could possibly happen. That
That could
possibly
be it.
could happen. Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
can see that one.
Okay. Cornerback from cornerback James Bradley going to Kansas City, giving Kansas City a better defense secondary. Would that be enough?
That probably could
That's
happen.
another one. Now we started
Mhm.
getting to the power teams that saying maybe
That
like
that that already that could match their offense
okay,
with the Rams offense. Yeah.
okay. Uh Aaron Rodgers to Denver. Is that enough to stop?
So Denver has the.
They got Sutton.
Oh, I
They
just
have a
talked
wide
about
receiver
Denver got
core.
the 13th pick with the defensive end coming out of Florida State, Johnson the second.
Mm-hmm.
So Denver got the that's the trade. They were at number 9, and then Denver traded like I
Traded
said,
to drop back to
number 13. They traded with the Browns and dropped back to number 13, and they're picking up a defensive end. So Rodgers over to Denver.
mm-hmm.
That possibly could work. Yeah.
So possibly so we're looking at three
Mm-hmm.
Three for three. I mean, 3 out of 6 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
lastly, the Arizona Cardinals trading for Brandon Cooks. So Brandon Cooks
The
to
wide
the Arizona,
receiver.
yeah, to the Arizona Chargers. Would that be enough to stop the
The Arizona
Rams?
Cardinals.
Yeah, Kyler Murray, Brandon
Uh,
Cooks,
and
Green,
what's it called?
B Hop,
B Hopkins.
D Hopkins. Uh, I don't know
Yeah,
if Connor's going to be there next week. So,
yeah,
well, maybe so. That offense
yeah.
starts
That
to become.
yeah, that could possibly happen because
Hmm,
the defense is not too bad over there at Arizona, so
hmm,
that could possibly happen. I could see that.
hmm. I'm
I could
for
see
it
that.
all. I'm for it all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anything to stop them from. Actually, I don't want Arizona to win either because
Yeah,
they're still there as well. But
yeah.
yes, so definitely that's just so I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with that. So Bishop, tell me that
Mm-hmm.
the Washington and where Anthony at? Of course, oh yeah, good thing that Anthony's out there. So the Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Washington Football Team, formerly known as the Washington Redskins, have a pretty extensive list of about 42 QBs in which they are looking at overall to be at the helm of their organization. Bishop, if you were Taylor Heineke, how would you feel right now when you're looking at like I am here and basically you're telling me I'm not enough? When I threw for 3,419 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions last year, you're telling me I'm not enough. You
Right
got
there, right there.
you
You
got
just his numbers tell you it's not enough. You threw five. You was five interceptions away from tying what you had for touchdowns, and they are. Washington is already is right now by Mel Kiper's mock 2 draft.
hmm
He has the Washington Commanders taking the first quarterback off the board
Pickett
and pick it out of
or
Pittsburgh.
Pickett.
Yep.
I heard Pickett got small hands, man.
I mean, I don't know about all that, but they do have him as the first quarterback coming off the board and going to the Commanders. So obviously,
Jordan, you showed up at the right time. I was just about to call out Anthony, but Jordan, you can get this too. What is why y'all turncoating on Heineke?
Heineke numbers, man. You got to look at the fact that he didn't get him in the playoffs or
Mm,
none of that. Your money, he's like, and maybe they ain't know like who's backing up Heineke. Speaking of which,
there is no backup for him really.
there and that's probably why they're
No
looking
one to
at
push
Pickett.
him.
Right. There's no one. There's no one getting. No. There's no threat for Pickett. I mean for Heineke. So yeah, I could see them picking up a quarterback in the first round from the first round, which is Pickett right now.
And of
I,
course they have in that 42. Of course they got they're eyeing Watson, they're eyeing Rodgers, they're eyeing Garoppolo. Like they got their eye on a good amount of quarterbacks as
mhm.
well as. But it's like Heineke, like I guess you could say he had his opportunity. He
Yeah,
didn't.
you got like 20 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, over 3,400 yards passing, but you didn't make it into the playoffs.
So, but then you know what? I feel like Heineke's in the same situation, and please, Jordan, Anthony, anyone else, Heineke is in the same situation in which Daniels Jones is in New York. He had his core, even though he has a pretty good wide receiver core, to my without I think they weren't there. They wasn't present. Like it was a carousel of wide receivers. His tight end went out and came back and went out again. And then both his running backs, he was down to like the third string running back. Like he didn't have the weapons that he should have had at the end of the day. And so now we're basically ridiculing him and saying basically vitrifying him because he's not he didn't live up. Like you said, yeah, 20 interceptions, 20 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, but it wasn't like he had the consistency that other teams had. So I think that's a unfortunate is a thought to his situation to where they're going to bring someone in where they might saying go ahead. Matter of fact, Taylor, go ahead, pack up, come on over to the West Coast, brother. Come on, we'll take you.
Taylor who?
Taylor Heineke, we'll take him.
Oh, yes, it is his first name. That is his first name. I forgot that. Come on over to San Francisco.
Yeah, we'll take him.
Okay. Until he
We'll take
starts
him.
throwing them same numbers, and you're gonna be like, nah,
Matter of fact,
get up out of here. Get up out of here. You're gonna be like, get up out of here.
Carson,
Y'all might as well
Carson, you can
keep
come
a
too.
Garoppolo.
Carson,
What?
you can
You
come
gonna
too.
take Carson?
Yeah, Carson, you can
Ooh,
come
I
too.
hope he do go over there, so I can hear you cussing him out. I hope he do go. I hope he do. I hope he do go over there.
Let's go,
I
Carson.
I hope Carson do go to San Francisco. I do. So y'all, so you could be cussing him out during the season. And I want to see. Make sure y'all heard it here today, 2nd of March at 9:40, that Trey said that he wants Carson Wentz. So make sure when we do fantasy that he pick if Carson Wentz do end up in almost threw up in my mouth because I said Philly. If Carson Wentz do end up in San Francisco, make sure he picks Carson Wentz as his quarterback.
Oh no, that's not.
No. Wait.
So I'm
Wait, why
saying I
wouldn't you
want
pick him up
Carson
if
there
that's your
as a
squad?
backup. I want him as a
No.
backup.
Why wouldn't you pick
I
up
don't
him?
want him as a starter. I
Why
want him
not?
as a capable backup.
He would be your starter though.
No, Trey Lance is going to be the starter.
You feel like Trey Lance is going to outplay Carson for the starting position?
Yes.
Ooh.
He would be a starter. I mean, he would be a backup.
That for one, Carson definitely ain't coming there to be no backup because you know how he felt about being a backup in Philly. So that's definitely not what he's coming there for. He would not come there as a backup. Carson will not leave going anywhere until he is.
Good, Mike? What's good, Mike? What's good, bro?
Good morning, Mike. Good morning. Carson is not going anywhere where he's planning to be a backup. Know that he is not. He's not signing no contract where where it's a possibility he could become a backup. He's not. So if you think he gonna come to 49ers and be a backup, y'all ain't finna sign Carson. Y'all not.
Well, he ain't got too many more problems. I mean, too many more options. He better take what you can get.
I'm just saying.
What's good, Pride? What's good?
Pride, what it do, Pride? What's good, man? Miss you too, bro. We love to have you on the show, man. Any chance we can get you on the show, man, that'd be great, bro. Just having Pride, man. Good dude right there. Him and Mike, man. Great dudes, man. Great dudes right there. Living great. Oh no, man. You know, this just a little something, man. This ain't nothing right here. Bro.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
That ain't nothing, bro. This ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? This old thing.
Oh my god,
bro. But yeah, man.
So, yeah,
I will make sure y'all heard it here first. Make sure y'all hold Trey to picking up Carson Wentz, especially if he goes to the 49ers. The East Wing. Stop it, man. Don't get him started, man. Stop it, man. Stop it.
So of course, like I said, as a backup, I'm willing to take Taylor. I'm willing to take Carson. I'm willing to take Mitch. Right
now, you're willing to take anybody because y'all obviously. It's funny how you're willing to take everybody, but you have Lance. That don't even why are you willing to take so many
backups? Competent backups is what we need. So what you got to understand is over the years, San Francisco has
Freddie,
had
it's just for show. No, Freddie, I cannot. I'll be trying to be my own. I try to be. What's his name? I said it the other day. What's the old boy name?
Oh, John Legend.
John Legend, but I can't, man. I'm John now. I'm not John Legend. But yeah, man, what is it, bro? Like, why are you?
Yes, cite that part. That part, Lestat. Thank you for
stop it, bro. I was taking everyone yesterday.
Thank you for regulars.
But I was taking people that we need in legitimate positions. We need a receiver. He has a quarterback in San Francisco. His name is Lance. He has a quarterback. We need receivers. He trying to take. Speaking of which, you talking about me taking everybody yesterday. Look who taking everybody today. Trey took. We'll take Rodgers. We'll take Deshaun.
I'm saying
we'll take Russell Wilson. We'll take everybody today.
Who's not going to take any of them?
as
Like,
backup.
everyone. Like, I named 6 people yesterday that standing, and he took every one of them, even including the person that left the team. It's like, yeah, we'll bring them back too. Like,
Ertz. Yep, we sure will.
it's
Come
like
on
it
back,
can't
Ertz.
like that. Can we get somebody in free agency, please?
Man,
So
yeah, we'll
yes,
take the
so
whole. Yeah,
yes,
that's right.
I would take them as a backup to get a backup, a competent backup. You
So you
gotta
mean to
think.
tell me? So listen, you think Wilson coming over there as a backup? Nope.
No, of course not.
Do you think Rogers is coming over there as a back? You damn well know he ain't.
But
You think?
so
Do you even think Deshaun
true.
coming over there as a backup? Nope.
No, so but that's true. But if they don't come as a backup, then that's fine because now we're the only person that we're not going to get on a system contract in that matter. Excuse me, would be Deshaun Watson. Besides that, everyone else is a stopgap to Trey Lance. So yes, if we was to get a if we was to get a Aaron Rodgers or a Russell Wilson, they're just stopgaps for Trey Lance to continue to learn under until he gets his time, until he's able to take the helm. So
Y'all
that
take Cam
works.
too?
He would be he no.
Why not Cam? Why you
Mm-mm.
gonna take Cam?
You
Why
know what?
Cam?
So
Ooh,
ooh,
Cam.
Cam,
Why not Cam?
Cam. So
Yeah.
what I think is I almost said yes, but I said no. But I think Kyle Shanahan's scheme and offense works to revitalize someone like a Cam Newton. I just
Thank you,
wouldn't want to take the
Anthony.
chance on it.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. It's not going. Anthony's all over it. There's no
Again,
way, bro.
the Trey Lance was drafted by Kyle Shanahan, so at some
Right.
point, Trey Lance is going to be at the helm. He drafted him for a specific reason. So Carson Wentz doesn't exude what Trey Lance does. So that's why I say, based on you would think that Trey Lance would be the front runner to be the starting
Starter.
quarterback, and then someone like Wentz will be the backup due to the fact of he has a
But then
different skill set.
But then if that's the case, then Trey, let me ask you this: if that's the case, if you're taking all these people, if you even considering taking Wentz,
Mm-hmm.
why get rid of Garoppolo? Why? What's the whole point?
Because
Because I feel
Garoppolo,
like Garoppolo, no, because in my opinion, I feel like Garoppolo is probably even a little better than Wentz. So
yeah, true
why
that.
even get rid of Garoppolo
I
if
believe
you're
that
gonna
as
take
well.
Wentz, if you're gonna take Wentz?
Because Garoppolo gives you the opportunity to get more in return. So I look at it as if I can get someone to be my backup, to be a quality backup, or even a starter for the most part. If I can get that in Carson Wentz, or like I said, Mitchell Trubisky, somewhere where
Mitch, okay,
I ain't gotta pay
okay.
all that money to, and I can get them as a backup because they're being cast off for whatever reason. If I can do that, then I would give up a Garoppolo, trade a Garoppolo to sit up and get more back in return. Maybe get back into the first round because we traded all our picks to move up to Miami to move up to get Lance. So it's like now I can trade
So
back
you're
in.
trying to get back some of your
Maybe I can get back in. Maybe I can get a second rounder. Maybe I can get something to maybe some. If I'm looking at their roster, maybe there's something on their roster in which I can get that I was like, okay, for Jimmy Garoppolo. Like I might not be Trey because ultimately I'm looking at Trey is supposed to be my dude, but we all know it's the NFL. Injuries happen. I want a capable backup. San Francisco over the years, outside of having Trey Lance for the most part, has not had a good backup in in almost a decade or somewhere in between there. Our backups was trash. When Garoppolo went out for the 2 years in which Garoppolo didn't play, we was trash. Cause so it's like we haven't had good backup. So I would just want a
But y'all
capable
cursed
backup.
because of what y'all did to
Eric, like Alex Smith,
no to
Colin
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
Yep. That's why y'all cursed at the quarterback position. So would you take Jameis Winston
Yes.
as a
Uh,
starter or as a backup?
Ideally, he would come over there as a starter. The idea would be for him to compete for the starting position, but ideally, I would have him as a backup.
Mm.
I would let him know that you would.
Interesting.
I mean, it's the competition is on, but I'll just be honest. We're looking more at Trey, but I mean, competition is what it is. Like Russell Wilson,
So why you
remember,
didn't say the same thing for Carson?
it's like that for anybody.
Oh, okay, but you
Yeah.
admit you ain't specify that when we was
Oh yeah,
talking
yeah.
about Carson. You
The
straight
ideal
Carson straight to the
competition.
backup. You didn't say
No,
nothing about
well,
competition.
the competition is all. I mean, I'm not going. Me personally, I'm not going to sit up and if you just out playing, if you're out playing Trey Lance, I'm going to look like, hey, we need to look at starting Bishop, even though he's a 50-year-old rookie. We finna start Bishop. His tangibles are unmatched.
So
Like,
what about God, I just had his name. Out of Minnesota.
no, I don't want him.
What?
Mm-mm,
You don't like that? You don't
mm-mm,
like that?
mm-mm. I was quaking in my boots when they was talking about getting him them years ago when they kept on saying that San Francisco was holding on to get Kirk Cousins.
Kirk
I was like,
Cousins. Yeah, that's his
no,
name. Kirk
I
Cousins.
don't. We don't want Kirk Cousins, and he signed that deal with Minnesota. It's like no one wants Kirk Cousins.
Mm. Okay.
Ain't no one came to see you, Kirk.
Nobody. Ain't
Otis.
nobody here to see you, Otis.
So it's funny that you talk about the Jimmy G, of course, and this is the same thing for Dak Prescott. Only difference is Jimmy G is expected to get shoulder surgery
For the
during
summer.
for the summer, which is going to put him out of summer workouts. I mean,
But
it's
they
going to
said
put him out
it's not gonna hurt his
draft
move.
stock. Yeah, it's not
Right.
expected to hurt his draft stock.
Right.
Additionally, Dak Prescott has had shoulder surgery, and he's going to be out for the workout. So in
Yeah.
both cases, the only difference is Dak is already secure in his position, and Jimmy G
He's
is
not.
even one. Yeah, he's not. I mean, but like you just said though, so ultimately, what I see is this, right? Let's say the surgery does thwart or hurt his trade stock.
Mm-hmm.
We just keep him. I mean, we decide to keep him because if he doesn't move, because what's going to happen is at some point we're going to have
And
to
then
pick up his option.
becomes the backup for a trade.
He becomes a backup while he's healing, and then if he
Right.
comes back in and if he's out
But
playing
then what
Trey,
about what about what you just spoke about in regards to getting something back for him? Because
what?
if you sit him as a backup,
Yeah, I mean he's going to play the rest of the year.
his trade value is plummeting
Yeah,
because
it's
now he's
true.
a backup and now you really ain't finna get nothing for him because he's gonna
So
sit for the
initially,
whole year
so I would still go with, and that's based on the fact that no one wants him because of the
because of the
surgery. He's going to
surgery.
be out. Yeah, that's based on that. It's like okay, we just go ahead and keep him. We find a stopgap because if he's there because of the injury and the surgery, then that means he's not going to be able to play. So we need if we don't already have it on our roster. If we don't already have it on our actually, I said I'm gonna go get Josh Johnson and bring him back, and let him sit behind Trey, and keep Jimmy. And then when Jimmy gets well, if we still can't trade him, because you got to think later in the season, someone's probably gonna still need a quarterback, and I might feel like they're struggling and they need a quarterback. Hey, we got Jimmy to trade. So, but if we can't, then we continue to look at what Jimmy has. Bring Jimmy back into the fold potentially. If obviously, of course, if the backup and Trey aren't playing to up to par, bring Jimmy back into the fold and allow him to do whatever he's got to do. And then that's saying and by that time next year we don't have to worry about a trade because he's a free agent and let him go. And then we look at okay, who do we find for the next backup? Because we know everything is always changing um, in the NFL. So that's more so what I would see and what I would think like.
That's the thing. So Jimmy G Jim, so he's so shows is gonna keep him out from he won't be able to throw for 16 weeks, bro.
4 months,
So
two
that's
months,
like
4 months,
4 months, about
Yeah,
4 months. So that
which
puts us
puts
in
him
what
just right before because the season's in
August. So that
August.
puts him out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's won't be able to throw for that
yeah.
long.
And then
So
of course you got to look at
yeah,
So
you
he
got to look
probably
at
look at
therapy,
another 3 months after that because
right? You got to look at
therapy and
therapy,
him
all
getting
of that,
back into
right?
playing shape. Yeah,
Right.
so it probably
Strengthening,
be two
right?
it'll be 2 months into the season by that time. So
Right.
even so someone might not take that on, and they might be like nah. So then we're stuck with him at that point
Right.
unless we release him. They pick up to try to save something on the cap. We're gonna get some dead money, but
Mm.
so and that's an option as well. But I'm not trying to take on no dead money if I don't have to. What's good? What's good, KG? What's going on with you?
Kimberly, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning.
So, what do you think as we continue on the quarterbacks? We're going to a different quarterback, Mitch Trubisky. We was just talking about him the other day. It seems like the market is heating up for him.
Yeah.
I asked you this question, Bishop. If y'all was looking for a backup,
Mm.
would Trubisky be an option that you would be looking at to maybe even push Jalen? Because y'all, who's pushing Jalen right now?
No. Mm-mm.
You don't want Trubisky?
Damn, that's a good question.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh,
Remember, I told you how I felt about
okay.
my personal opinion.
Hmm.
Unlike you, in regards to Trey Lance, I'm vice versa.
Okay.
I feel like we should bring in if we was able to get a Aaron Rodgers,
Hmm.
a Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, or something like that. I would definitely have them come in and mentor Jalen. In my
Jalen's still
personal opinion.
starting.
No, no, he's
Okay, I
not
was about to say.
starting. No, no,
Yeah,
no,
he's
no.
no.
They would still mentor him, though. They would mentor him from being in the starting position. Don't get me wrong.
Ooh, you don't think that's
They
gonna
would
hurt?
mentor him. Hmm?
You don't think that'll hurt? Like you've been starting for the last
Hmm?
2 years, and now you sit because
Who been
they
starting for the last 2 years?
hasn't Jalen been starting 2 years, the last two
No, this is
years?
his first. No, this is his first
Oh,
starting.
he started. He
This is
started late last season,
late
correct? I mean,
last year.
season
Yeah,
before the year before he started.
yeah, yeah. He started. Yeah, late. No,
Mm.
this is only Jalen's second. This was only his second season.
But he played his first year. He played the back half of the season, correct?
His first, yeah, the back half. He played the
Because
last. I
y'all
want
was
to say,
winning and y'all they removed him. And it's like what wasn't that the thing
yeah,
where he was
yeah,
winning and they took
yeah.
him
He
out,
played the back half.
or he has a chance to
Yeah,
take out to the playoffs and he didn't. They started Sussfield or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
Matter of fact, that's who our backup is.
Studded. That's who it is. That's
Sudfield.
who the backup is. Studfield. That's him. That's the
Yeah,
backup.
and
Yeah.
that's who the backup
So
in San Francisco is.
who?
Sudfield.
Oh, he went to San Francisco.
Yeah, he's in San Francisco now. He's the third. He's the third. He's even the third. He's even the third QB, or he's on the practice squad. One of the two.
Mm.
But he's being paid by us. But see, so okay, so yeah, so Jaden he started late. Then y'all took him out, then gave the start to Sudfield, and then y'all lost. Didn't get a chance to go to the
Got rid
playoffs, and
of
then
Carson.
he started this year.
Mm-hmm. Got rid of Carson. Got rid of Carson. Allowed Jalen to be the starter for this season, and that's
So
pretty much the side of it.
Had Carson not
So,
got in has Carson not gotten injured, will Carson still have been the backup? You think he could have played his way to keep staying in Philadelphia?
oh man, because this is the thing, right? We got to keep in mind he did what he did for us, in which he won the Super Bowl for us on
Mm-hmm.
53, I think it was Super Bowl 53. And so he
Mm-hmm.
did what he had to do to get us to the Super Bowl. And then, of course, Foles came in. And then the
And finished
following
the deal.
year, he beat out Foles again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he beat out Foles again to be the starter again. And then, of course, he went down again and got hurt. So I don't know. It's hard to say, bro, because the dude can't stay healthy. Couldn't stay healthy. Excuse me, couldn't stay healthy enough to show whether or not he, and then when he was in, he wasn't producing. He was making bad decisions as a starter. You know what I'm saying? Making bad mistakes, the same mistakes he took over there to Indianapolis. Why they trying to get rid of him now?
Mm.
So I really don't know, man. I
What's
really
the
couldn't say.
Russell Westbrook of the NFL, huh?
Yeah, pretty
You
much,
see him
bro.
like, oh yeah,
Pretty
great
much
promise, and then he get there and be like, what is wrong with you?
straight doo doo, straight doo doo, bro. Like that's why, and that's why, man. Everybody watch Carson go over to Indianapolis, take him to the playoffs. And no, he did exactly what Carson was. What we thought he was. He went right over there and did the exact same thing. The exact same thing without fail. He showed you who Carson was by going to a whole nother. He didn't pull a Matthew Stafford. They was hoping he could pull a Matthew Stafford,
Mm,
but he
mm,
couldn't. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
mm.
Yep. Yeah. That part.
So Mitchell Trubisky. I think Mitchell. I would take him as, like I said again, I would take him as a second string and be able to compete
Mitchell is not
for.
that bad.
Yeah,
He's not.
I think he was mismanaged a bit in Chicago. And you know,
Right.
say at least
He's
to
not
give him
that bad.
another opportunity, like another
Yeah.
opportunity to take it, because he's not gonna get in at Buffalo. That's Josh Allen's job to
Oh
not to
yeah.
lose.
Yeah. Josh is
So
gonna be.
after what Josh did in the playoffs, it's like he showed
Only
like
thing that's gonna hurt Josh is if our Josh get hurt.
hmm
That's gonna hurt Josh. That's it.
So we have a slash sighting Bishop. We have a
Mm,
slash sighting.
okay.
As we know, the combine starts tomorrow through the 7th.
Absolutely can't wait. Let's go.
So quarterback, the Eric King, who quarterback in Houston before transferring to Miami, is expected to throw passes and then go run routes as he looks to try to get one of the two positions
That's
in
dumb.
the NFL. So
That's
he's
dumb.
going to.
That's
he was
dumb
a,
as hell.
he was a wide receiver in Houston before he was converted to a quarterback. Then he went ahead and continued. So he's played both positions on the collegiate level. Bishop, tell me why you think it's dumb.
Because you need to pick one, bro. You
Oh,
need to
just pick
pick
one.
one. He needs to pick one. You can't go into that. You can't go into, especially from quarterback to wide receiver. You can't. My personal. This is just my personal opinion. I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel like you can go into a combine expecting them to look at you the same, and you trying out for two different positions, skill positions. I do not. Now, if a lot like defensively,
If he just played
you going
one,
from right defensively, you can do that. And when it comes to maybe linebacker and going to maybe
block for
D
safety.
line, yeah, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe even drop to safety,
Mm-hmm.
depending on your size and your speed and so forth and so on, your awareness. But from quarterback to wide receiver, no, we've two words. Uh, what's old boy? Golly, I can't think of nobody's name. Um, out of New Orleans.
Oh, Taysom Hill.
That's all they gotta say, man. It's not gonna work, bro. You can't do both.
So you'll think
They need to
Randall
see
L.
you eat.
No more
Yeah,
Cordell Stewart's and Randall or Randall L.
no. You either need to now. What you can do is, and what I would advise, okay, being that you may have the arm to be able to be a quarterback and stuff like that, they can definitely use you in like they use
And that like they use
OBJ,
him,
like
but
they
trying to
do.
like switch you. But you
Yeah,
primarily would be a wide receiver, not a
yeah. But
quarterback.
your primary position, you need to pick. You need to pick, not go try out as a quarterback and then also go jump in the line as a wide receiver. No, no. Figure it out. Figure which one you want to do the most. Focus on that. Hone your craft in that position, and focus on getting all the tangibles down for that position, because you're not going to be able to do both. You're not going to be able to do both.
Can't commit to both.
Okay, you got to commit to one. Can't commit to both. You got to commit to one. And I'd say, figure whichever one it is you think is the best, and commit to that you feel is you can be the best at, and commit to that one.
My mindset is kind of like I think it's along the same thing what you saying as well as Stanton. Basically, when you look at
Absolutely, Stan.
basically like you commit to one and let the team know that you have those tangibles
Right.
and you can and this is how we can use him. We can probably deploy him in this way, that
But
way.
that's the thing. The team already gonna know that, because
Yeah,
of course any
he's a
scout
scout.
is
Yeah,
is talking to his college coaches and asking them, and especially if he left one school and went to another school as one position and went to another school as another position. They've already spoke. They already know what he's capable of. So yeah, like Lastanton said, man, pick a primary, and then when you get there, show that you may have an arm, so that you may be able to throw some, be an OBJ, or like boy out of your boy out of out of San Francisco, be able to throw touchdown passes as a wide receiver or as a running back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You
or
can
be
do
able
that.
to convert from, or be able to sit and be a wide receiver, but you have the ability to take on the take on the task as a running back and be like the
Or
Cordell
the
Pattersons
wildcat. You
or a
have the option
Debo.
to be a
Yeah.
wildcat, to do the wildcat. You can do a wildcat with those two options. But
So
not picking the primary.
do you think he should have tabled it in the combine and waited till his pro day to maybe show that okay I can be a receiver as well as
Yeah.
opposed to So get them to take a look and see him in one position,
Now
and then
that's what I would have
and
done.
then pro day is
That's
like,
what I would.
okay, I'm going to run routes too. I'll show
Yeah,
you I can
that's
run
what I
routes.
would have done. Now, for combine, I'd have did one. Pro day, I'd have did the other. Yep.
Mm,
But that could be a double edged sword too, because we know pro day is definitely after combine.
mm-hmm.
So for them to come to see you, they're coming to see you as a quarterback because they seen what they saw at the
True that,
combine.
Leo. That's what we talked about. Yeah, slash. Ain't no one did it since
Slash,
Cordell.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cordell Stewart, yeah. So yeah, a lot of times they seen what they seen at you at the combine, and made it felt like they may not have seen enough, so they want to come to the pro day and see more of what you did at the combine.
To
So
see if
it
you're
could
still the same person after that.
right now you're around your own players. Now you're on your own home field. You're in your comfort zone. So now they feel maybe okay. Let's see how he does in his own comfort zone, and let's see what he can do. So I don't know. But I would probably went that route more than
Okay.
just trying to do both of them at the combine. I just don't see that being effective.
Okay. So what we're gonna do, Bishop? We're gonna play a little game called So what you're really saying is, as we're gonna go over a couple of topics in which someone said something, was asked a question, they said it, and then we're gonna tell you translate it to what they really were saying. So
Mhm.
first up, Coach for the Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy, was asked about what his thoughts were on the Sean Payton talks being a future Cowboys coach. Mike McCarthy's response was, "I that is all. It is all speculation, and it's a narrative in which I do not want to be a part of." Bishop, what is Coach Mike McCarthy really saying?
He's really saying, if y'all don't shut up talking to me about this damn Sean Payton, I'm here. I'm already here. Look, y'all, if y'all don't leave us alone, why is y'all even
Oh
asking
my
me
God!
anyway? I'm not the owner. Go ask Jerry. If Jerry gonna make the final decision, I'm not the one to make this final decision. Leave me alone. Sean ain't here. I'm here. Quit asking me all these damn questions about Sean
If
Payton.
y'all get out my yard.
Yeah, if you don't get, man, hey, security, come get them. They ain't got nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. Come get them.
You got to think, man. That's got to be gut wrenching, and especially when you know how your GM gets down or
Yeah,
your owner gets down. Like he got a quick hook, and you sort of thinking myself like that's got to be nerve wracking to always
yeah,
wonder if your job is secure.
right.
Especially when you got people that you bringing into the organization, like you got Dan Quinn, who was a former coach. Now you
Mhm.
got his who he always wanted to coach. He's available for the most part, and you got to look at like if I don't do one thing right, I'm probably gonna get the hook.
Right. Oh yeah. Now Mike McCarthy definitely on the hot seat. He's definitely on the hot seat,
It's
especially with
not even
Sean
really
Payton.
a hot seat, but it's like y'all
Yeah.
just won 11. Y'all had 12 wins last year. Like
Right.
if
It really
you on a
like
hot
really.
seat with 12 wins, that's what,
Yeah.
that's the
But
problem.
he's on the hot seat for the simple fact that Sean Payton is available.
Yeah.
That's why he's on the hot seat. It's not because of his performance. It's because Sean Payton is available. That's why. More so than anything else. It's the fact that Sean Payton, who a lot of people feel is probably a better coach than Mike McCarthy, that's why he's on the hot seat.
Mm.
And like you said, they just wait. Ooh, let him win. Let him lose. If he lose one preseason game, he out. One preseason
The
game, he gone.
preseason game,
He gone.
dang.
He gone. Sean,
Look,
just wait. Just Sean,
look
just
at
wait. Hey,
you.
remember like a moving truck already reserved? Yeah, bro, sitting outside his house. Sitting outside his house,
He
Kim.
got a pod posted outside his house, like,
Sitting
yo,
outside. Hey, we all remember the Titans. Hey, they already. Hey, Jerry already talking to the officials, to the refs. Hey, throw flags against them. We looking, I'm trying to get Sean. Listen, I can make it beneficial to you. I can make it if you make sure that Mike looks bad. I'm trying to look. I don't want to make it seem obvious though, but I'm trying to get Mike out. Me and Sean had already talked. We had dinner the other night. We had dinner. I told
on
Sean,
the
man, the
yacht.
spot is yours. The spot is yours, Sean. The spot is yours. I just got to figure a way how to get Mike out. I'm just trying to get Mike out. And I'm telling you, man, he lose 1 to 2 preseason games, he gone. He out. He out. I'm telling you, he out. I'm just saying, man. That's probably the conversation going around right now, bro. I'm sure. I'm almost positive that Jerry is talking to Sean.
You think so? They've been in
Oh yeah,
cahoots. They
bro. Oh
talking.
yeah. Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Sean, how's retirement going?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Sean, bro, I can see you in that Dallas blue, bro. I can see you in that blue and silver. I'm telling you,
You done left the boot. You ready for Big D?
yeah, ready for Big D. Hey, you can come over here, bro. I'm telling you. Hey, over here in Dallas, man, there's big things in Dallas. I'm just telling you. And Sean probably weighing his options and is like, ugh,
Mm-hmm. I
they
think
got a
he's
good
about to go into the
squad.
booth. I think he's about to go into the booth. But
Yeah, I
like
think
you
he
said,
is. Like and who's in the booth up there with him though?
oh yeah, Tony.
No,
Who we going to the booth with?
Breeze. Drew in the
Oh, for
booth.
real? Oh, they
Yeah,
going. He going. Oh, he going to the NBC.
yeah. Drew is in the booth. So think about it. Sean and Drew
Look.
in the booth. Hey, you bored yet? You know you love the game. Exactly, Kim. You bored yet? Hey, man, I know you over there playing Madden. I know they made a movie about you.
They moved
Hey, man,
about you.
you ain't got to. Yeah, they done made a movie about you, bro. Look, man, you ain't got to do all that. Let's come on over here to the winning team. As you know, they call us America's team. Wouldn't you want to be America's coach? Come on, man.
Oh
Shoot.
my
You know,
goodness.
I mean, Cowboy fan, bro. As soon as Sean comes say anything about heading to Dallas, boy, you talking about Dallas Cowboy fans talking about Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Oh my god. Oh my
It's Super Bowl.
god.
Super Bowl.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Super
You
Bowl
know.
57.
57, 58, 59, 60. They all over
Not
it, man.
one, not
Yeah, they
two,
talk about
not three,
LeBron. Yeah, the
not
LeBron. Yeah,
four.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That part. That
Oh
part.
gracious! All right, next up, General Manager Brian Gutekunst from Green Bay was asked about if any teams about trading Aaron Rodgers. His response was he has not received any GMs have not called him yet about trading for Aaron Rodgers. What is he really saying?
He said, wait, he said what?
He said he has not received any calls yet a reference to Aaron Rodgers.
The general manager
Yeah, the general managers for Green Bay said
for the Packers.
yes.
So he basically saying that if being that he ain't got no call, don't nobody want Aaron. Don't nobody want Aaron. Look, we gonna keep Aaron. What's gonna happen is Aaron gonna get some of this act right. Aaron gonna get some of this act right. We need to let Aaron know that who you
Yeah,
think he is.
you are who you thought you was.
Well, yeah, who you think he is? Ron O'Neal, Chelsea Clinton. Who you think he is? Chelsea Clinton. Aaron, you better get some of this act right and go ahead and sign this deal now and stop playing. Go on now. Go on, sign this deal and quit playing. That's what they saying. Because if ain't nobody reaching out, and I think I don't believe that. I really don't believe that ain't nobody reaching out. I think, and if they not haven't reached out, it's because no one has gotten wind of it. People are talking. It just might not be talking to him specifically. He ain't got.
But
wind of it.
now
People
after that
talking.
comment, they probably finna pour in.
Oh yeah, people talking, man. Being that Aaron ain't said nothing yet, people are talking. Either they're talking, like I said, they're talking, and they're probably talking behind closed doors without everybody being aware of what's being said. But you're not gonna get me to believe people ain't talking about trying to bring in Aaron Rodgers, especially if he's talking about still leaving. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not gonna get me to believe that.
Okay. All right, next one. GM Nick Cassero, which is the GM for the Houston Texans, was asked about the Deshaun Watson situation. He was asked two questions, and he had a two-part answer. Basically, the first question asked was, "What is the status on Deshaun Watson in Houston?" And of course, his response was, "We're not. We're going to do what's best for the organization, and that was always been a thought, and that's the thought going forth." The second question was, "How much of a strain has Watson's situation had on the Texans?" His answer was there has not. He's like, the biggest strain has been that of the media because y'all keep talking about it. So what is Nick Cassero really saying in reference about Deshaun Watson?
He's saying a lot of the things in which Mike McCarthy, man, leave me alone. Look, stop asking me about Deshaun. Do you see Deshaun? Do y'all see Deshaun anywhere?
When was the last time y'all see
asking me
Deshaun?
about Deshaun Watson, bro. Like, quit asking me. Look, when we find out about Deshaun, we'll let y'all know about Deshaun. Until then, stop asking me about Deshaun. Look, when y'all see him in uniform, or y'all see him on the campus, or on the field at workouts, or at try whatever, Then y'all can ask me questions about Deshaun. Right now, stop asking me all these damn questions about Deshaun. I got other things to worry about. Don't y'all see I'm not trying to cook over here? I got stuff. I got dinner to make. My kids is hungry. I got stuff to. I got other stuff to worry about. I ain't got time to worry about Deshaun right now. Deshaun ain't worried about Deshaun, so why am I worried about Deshaun? Leave me alone. Don't ask me about
If
Deshaun.
Deshaun was worried about himself, he wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, you know how you know who he you know the perfect example of him. You remember when what was it uh with not Tay Diggs with golly, not I'm gonna get you sucker. What is the name of that movie? Where old boy kept talking about when he was looking at the tape, he said stop looking at the tape. He's like, don't ask me about no damn what was that movie? Not Menace to Society? Yeah, Menace to Society. Remember when
Oh yeah. When they was looking at the tape,
yeah,
after
remember when
he
old
shot
boy
the dude,
when what's it called beat his ass?
Chauncey.
Chauncey beat his not Chauncey, what's it called beat his ass?
Chauncey.
Kane. And he's like, man, I don't want to hear no more about no
Kane,
motherfucking
yeah.
Kane. I don't want to hear about no more about no motherfucking Kane, man. We go see who will be laughing when they please get this tape. I don't want to hear nothing else about no goddamn Kane.
Yeah.
That's how old boy feel right now. That's how he feel. I don't want to hear nothing else about Deshaun Watson. Stop talking about Deshaun. Deshaun, when he ain't played for a whole season, leave me alone about Deshaun.
Okay. Next one. What's on? GM Joe Schoen, GM Giants, New York Giants GM Joe Schoen was asked about trading Saquon Barkley. He stated that if anyone calls about any of his players, he's definitely willing to listen. So what is he really saying?
Hey, what he really saying is, hey, here's my number. Here's my email. Here's my text me. Anybody text me. Just hey, we want Saquon gone. Please, anybody, bro. Look, you can, man. Check this out. We have all his gear in the laundry room. We taking his name off as we speak. His name is coming off every one of the jerseys. We don't want Saquon no more. Y'all can get him. Y'all can get Saquon if y'all want. Y'all he telling everybody y'all can come get Saquon. Come get he just like Mike McCarthy too. The truck is backed up. He don't even know it yet. The truck backed up.
Posted up, ready to go.
Posted up. It's posted up.
It's just gonna come in and Saquon go walk outside like, yo, what's this? It's like we already had you taken care of. Like, what do you mean?
Bro? We kind of knew you were leaving. We kind of knew. We had the truck. We already had it reserved. So really, all you got to do is just get in it, get in it, and leave. No hard feelings, Saquon.
Of course, one that's probably near and dear to you. Colts GM and coach for the Indianapolis Colts were asked about the future of Carson Wentz in Indianapolis. The GM responded, I honestly cannot give you a direct answer to that question. What is they really saying?
They're really saying that he ain't gone yet. He ain't gone yet. Hey, janitor. Hey, look, we want to send a message to Carson. So could you please just clean out his entire locker, take his name off the thing, take his name off, do all that. He ain't gone yet. Oh, hey, somebody call Carson. Tell him we ain't having practice today. Tell him we ain't having practice today. Everybody else, y'all know practice today. Everybody else, y'all know practice today.
He walking out. He thinking like, I thought we ain't had practice today.
Yeah, no. Hey, we practicing at 3. Tell Carson we practicing at 6. Everybody, we got to be going by 6 though. Everybody got to be out the building by 6. Yeah, he ain't going yet. That's what he really said. He ain't going yet.
Okay, last one. Russell Wilson was on Today's Show this morning. And what happened was he was asked a question about him returning back to Virginia, where he's from, to play for the Washington Commanders. Russell Wilson's response was that he loves the East Coast, but he's on the West Coast now, and he's Yeah, and that's he's in Seattle right now currently, and that's where he at. As Sierra looked at him,
Mm-hmm.
what was Russell Wilson really saying?
Listen, let me learn y'all something. Why in the hell would I go to a team that couldn't even come up with a better name than the Commanders? I'm not going there. I like the color over here where we at where I'm at right now. I'm not going. Look, I ain't got that much time left. Look, I got a few more years. I got a few more years. Y'all got a few more years out of me. I'm not gonna waste my time over there in a team who couldn't even come up with a better name than the Commanders. I'm not. Seattle, I like the 12th man. I'll be the 12th man if you want me to. Just don't send me to Washington. I'll be the 12th man. Just don't send me to Washington. I'm good where I'm at. Leave me alone. Let me stay here. Please let me stay here. Please let me stay. I don't want to go. Please, I don't want to go.
Please, please, baby, please, baby, please, baby,
Please,
please,
baby.
please, baby,
Please.
please.
Otis, Otis, y'all gonna do this to me? Otis, y'all gonna do this to me? Please don't make me
Times
go.
like this, I wish that
Don't make me
Ray
go.
Johnson would. Oh.
Don't make me go. Please don't make me go. I promise. I, I'll take a pay cut. Please don't make me go to Washington. I'll stay here. I promise I will. I'll be good. Mama,
I'll be
I'll be
good.
good.
That's what it's like.
Mama, I'll be good. Russell don't want to go to Washington, man. Hell no. I don't care if he is from there. He ain't trying to go to Washington. Hell no.
Oh
Nope.
gracious. So Bishop, what was our records last night? I think I got the best, didn't I?
Did you get the best? You probably
I
did
think
because
I
I know
might
my
have.
Nets lost by one. Golly, bro. 108.7. That, oh, God. Well, you see, it wasn't no blowout, though, like the night
No,
before.
no, no,
I
no,
mean, it
no,
was
no.
definitely no blowout. But yeah, they lost. But the Lakers lost too.
So of course we get to that because I
So you
know.
did pick,
I hope,
yeah. So that hurt me because the
I hope
Lakers lost. I
Milton. I
picked it.
hope
No, I didn't. I picked against Lakers. No, I
no.
picked
You
against
picked
the
the.
Lakers.
You picked them. You picked them. So of course they're saying hopefully Miller's on here so we can get to it. A couple of people, but like you said last night, Detroit Pistons traveled to the Washington Wizards to take on the Wizards in Washington. As when you look at it, Bishop chose the Wizards, I chose the Pistons. Unfortunately, I wasn't successful in this pick as the Wizards won 116 to 113, uh, improving to 28 and 33, while the Pistons dropped to 15 and 47. Of course, the Pistons were led by Jeremy Grant with 26 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists, 20 points from Kay Cunningham, and then 10 points from Kelly Olynyk as they were not able to get the win. The Wizards was led, of course, by Kyle Kuzma's 21 points, 9 assists and 9 rebounds and 6 assists. Of course, Anthony's in the comments with the Wizards. I told you so. You did, Anthony, in
I
that
did say
particular.
I picked the Wizard too, Anthony. I
Yeah,
remember I said
yeah.
that too. I was 4-2, Trey.
Okay, so seven. So it ended up being 8 figures and double figures for the Wizards. As of course, Ryo Hachimura was finished with 11 points. Ish Smith, 11 points. 11 points from Corey Kispert, 16 from Thomas Bryant, and 15 from Contavious Caldwell Pope. That was one game. What was another game? What are other games? Of course, the second game, which we talked about, the Nets Tech were traveled up to Toronto to take on the Raptors, in which I chose the Raptors. Bishop chose the Nets, in which
I did.
we split. Of course, he's gonna go with his
Nets.
team.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the Nets did not get the win, losing 108-109, dropping to 32 and 31 as the Raptors improved to 34 and 27. The Nets were led by James Johnson, 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. He had Gorgon Dragic had 10 points as he was booed as he returned to Toronto. They wasn't happy to see him there.
Of
Seth
course
Curry,
not.
18 points, 19 points from James Johnson. As I stated before, Pat Mills, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Kyrie didn't play last night. Oh well, that might explain it.
He didn't
Uh,
play.
mm-mm.
Oh, that's
the
why
Raptor,
he
the
lost.
Raptors, 24 points, effort from Gary Trent Jr.
He didn't
As
play.
he led the stories. 18 points additionally from rookie Matt Scott Barnes, Pascal Siakam, 18 points, 15 from Malachi Finn and Kim Birch, center, 11 points, 5 rebounds. I don't know why he didn't play. I thought for sure they didn't play
Yeah,
him.
there's no reason why he can't be hurt. He only play away game. Good lord.
Ah. Boston take on the Atlantic Falcons. I'm correction, Atlanta Hawks. As Boston's got the dub at home, 107-98. Of course, the Hawks were led by Trey Young's 31 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists as he exit the game briefly to take care of an injury, a slight ankle injury. 25 points from Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then, of course, the Celtics was led by 33 points in 39 plays from Jason Tatum as he picked up the slack as Jaylen Brown exited the game early with an ankle injury, which he finished. He had additional efforts from Derek White, 18 points, Grant Williams, 18 points, and 16 points from Marcus Smart. What else? Who else do we
Got that
have?
one right.
Mm-hmm. A slew of ankle. True that, Craig. A bunch of ankle injuries.
Yeah.
Of course, one part of the Los Angeles clan was in action. Well, both parts was in. It's just they split differently. The Los Angeles Clippers were in H Town taking
Yeah.
on the Houston Rockets. Of course, they get the 13-point win, improving to 33-31, as well as the Rockets falling to 15-46. The Clippers were paced by center Ivica Zubac with 22 points, 12 rebounds for the double-double effort. They had 11 points from Brandon Boston and Terrence Mann. Additionally, also Marcus Morris Sr. Contributed with 18 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists. The Rockets were led by Jalen Green, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 17 points from Christian Wood, 12 points from Jashawn Tate, and 13 from Alperen Sengun as the Rockets were able to get taken care of. They continue to build towards their resume to be a lottery team towards the end of the season. Unexpectedly, although I did call it, the Golden State Warriors traveled to Minnesota to
He
take
picked
on
them.
the Timberwolves. not not looking too good. Well, as the Timberwolves got the win, 129-114. Of course, the Warriors were led by Steph Curry's 34 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Actually, 7 players in double figures, but it just wasn't enough. He had 13 points from Jonathan Kuminga, 12 points from Andrew Wiggins. And then 14 points also from Gary Payton the second. The Timberwolves were led by Cats, 39 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. 22 points from D'Angelo Russell, as well as 20 points from Malik Beasley, as the Timberwolves were able to get the win and improve to 34-29 on the season as they continue to move up the Western Conference standings. And of course, lastly, last night, I don't know what to say, but I will say this: the Los Angeles Lakers, a close
Who we
one,
thought they were.
a close one, losing 109-104 at home versus the Dallas Mavericks. Of course, the Mavs had a plethora of scores. Luka Doncic, 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Jalen Bronson, 22 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Dorian Finney-Smith, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, as it wasn't the Lakers didn't have enough, or would just couldn't get the job done. Of course, the Lakers led by none other than LeBron's double double, 26 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. Carmelo Anthony dropped 20 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 17 from Elite Monk as he also finished with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Russell Westbrook's contribution to 12 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists as the Lakers dropped to 27-34, losing their third on the year since third straight game on the year. Another loss in a close game.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I like at this point, brother. I said, look at it. I don't even know if they're gonna make the play in, man.
They are.
All
That's
the,
what they was. That's what they was talking about on first take in regards to whether or not will the Lakers make the plan.
I don't think they make the play in,
What
man.
right? What are they ninth right now? Aren't they ninth?
They're nice. They're ninth seed.
Yeah.
three losses. It's I don't even see the playoff playing
Really, you
being
don't
an
even got him
option.
going into the play. Ooh, even
And so,
even
and then
Trey don't
even
even have him
LeBron,
going to playing.
and then
Hey,
even
we had a
LeBron,
we had a
LeBron
comment
talking,
too about that too.
and
Craig
LeBron
said
even
something.
stuck.
Go ahead.
Uh, LeBron even discussed I mean, LeBron's mindset, and which it should be his, whether he believe it or not, is that as long as there's a chance, then we play. And I completely understand that. I agree with that as well. As long as there's a chance, then you continue to play because you never know
Facts.
what
Yeah,
you
facts.
know. What I'm saying
Totally
what it
agree with
is,
that.
but
Yeah.
it's looking so dismal right now, man. Like last night was just utterly just despicable at the end of it. Like there's no movement. It's stagnant on offense and defense. It's like what you thought you had in it. And I think what's going on is when you have that low energy
Yeah.
from other people, then it
Mm-hmm.
makes it hard for everyone else to get behind. Get
Mm-hmm.
behind because we at one point was clicking on all cylinders and then the energy
Mm-hmm.
died down. And so
Mm-hmm.
now with that low energy and with I think honestly, I think Russell Westbrook is the linchpin. He's supposed to be a high energy guy. He's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
bring that intensity, and then if he lacks intensity, then it just continues to resonate throughout the team. And now that intensity now is like LeBron has to pick up the intensity. The man LeBron looking older and older every day.
Ooh wee.
It's
Wow.
so. But what was Craig saying? I'm sorry.
Right there.
Uh,
Mm.
so Craig, I don't think he's giving up. Of course, like I said, the comments, but I think it's starting to it's starting to seep. He's starting to seep into his body and kind of like let's say some settle in, and it's starting to be an issue and a problem because it's like where do I turn to? Where do I go? It's
Mm.
like if we're not probably not gonna get Anthony Davis back till right before what would have been the playoffs, so he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get a chance opportunity to be uh, a contributing factor in building and getting a better position to see if we get in. And then the teams that we're playing, the teams that we need to beat, we're not beating. You need to beat Dallas because they're above you. Any team that's above us, 9 through 6, we need
Right.
to beat. If at the minimum, we need to simply be able to beat them, so that way we continue to chip away at their lead. They can't even get that. Dwight Howard. When was the last time you seen Dwight Howard dunked on? Back turn, Luka
Yeah.
Doncic riding him like a pony or like a white pony. Like it's
I
and
wouldn't
that's
say,
not.
yeah.
Go
I don't
ahead, go
know
ahead.
if yeah, I don't know if I would say he's given up, but I'm sure this is not what he signed up for, bro.
Mm-mm.
In my opinion. I don't think they're playing. They looking tired, lethargic, old, just like they just showed up to check the blocks. Yeah, I really don't feel like they playing like they're not even trying. I just don't think it panned out the way they thought it was, like they thought it was going to. I feel like Craig, the Lakers, pretty much like you said, frustrated because with the team in which they have, they should be dominating the West, and they're not. They're not. When you got Hart, I mean not Hart. When you got Westbrook, AD, LeBron on the same squad, and they're ninth in their conference, that don't even sit right with nobody. With nobody. And you're absolutely right. I don't know, Trey. They may not make the play in. They may not make the play in. There's no way that they're absolute. That's my point, Freddie. Like no one saw that coming. Everybody thought, oh man, they got AD, they got LeBron, and they got Westbrook. Oh, they finna kill it out west. Ain't nobody gonna be able to touch the Lakers. It's total opposite. Total opposite, bro.
And
All
like
sports has
Leo said, also don't blend
don't
well.
bend well. They don't. They don't. Absolutely don't. And I said that when I said that a while ago when they first got Westbrook. I did not think that that was going to be a well blended um threesome. I said that from the very beginning. I didn't feel like they was going to be able to make that work. And it should come to pass. It has truly come to none of his teammates are strong enough to really be a factor once LeBron takes himself out the game. Right, which everybody was hoping and was to looking at when LeBron's not in or if LeBron gets hurt, that Westbrook will be able to carry the team. That has not been the case. When it comes to AD, he can't stay healthy enough to stay on the court. So it's like LeBron is doing all of it with Westbrook on the court, not being able to do anything to help him.
And that's
And
a problem too. No one plays off the ball. And to Leo's point, when Malik Monk is off the ball, he's thriving like
mhm,
beyond anything. At one point, that was THT off the ball, thriving.
mhm,
But all you know, saying like, think if LeBron allowed Westbrook to be the point, and if they would both commit to a certain role, maybe things would change.
mhm,
Maybe just a little
mhm,
bit. But you know, what I'm
mhm.
saying LeBron wants to have the ball in his hands. The other night, what 7 turnovers?
Yep,
Westbrook's
both
supposed
of
to
them.
have
A
the
lot of
ball
both
in
of
his
them.
hand. He
Yeah,
got 7 turnovers. It's like it's
right,
not going to work that way. Like someone has to when AD's there, he don't want to. He wants to have the ball in his hand, missing buzzer beaters. Like it's like everyone has to commit to their role. And it should
fact.
be a commit. It should be a commit to the role, a committing to a certain role. At the point in which you commit to that role, if I need you to step up, then just be ready. If I need AD, if I need you to sit up and if I need to call the play where I pull LeBron and Westbrook off the court, then I need you to be able to the point man to get the ball and take it up the court if I deem that. Or saying LeBron, I don't need you to be on the ball, bro. I just need you to play your position.
Yeah.
I need you, saying, to take some of this wear and tear off you. I need you to play the position. Be a banker. I don't need you on the perimeter
Mm-hmm.
shooting threes.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, the other night, Carmelo Anthony shot a 30-footer with like 17 seconds left on the clock when
Mm-hmm.
they played against the Clippers.
Right.
No one says anything. Like maybe that's it. Maybe Vogel isn't a person anymore.
Ooh. Well, when we was over on that other one, mad shout out to Spotlight. It's his birthday today. When we was on that other network, man, we stated that a lot of people felt like it was time for Vogel to leave. Frank was not the dude to be the coach for LA.
He's not assertive enough, seemingly. Like to sit there. Yeah, sometimes you got to put your player on your top players, regardless who they are, on blast and let them know, like I control this team. If you control the team, if you don't control the team, then don't do nothing that's gonna get you fired. But
Right.
if you control the team, let it be known and understood. No different from if you in the service or if you're in office. If you're the platoon sergeant, yeah, you might have a sergeant first class or something like that. That's in your platoon that tries to dictate things, but at the point in which is in your wheelhouse and it's in your control, stand up and be that person and be like, "Oh, sorry, I understand, but this is my platoon.
Right.
This is how it's going to go."
Mm-hmm. Right.
So,
I totally agree with you, bro.
and maybe he's not empowered to do that.
He may not be. I mean, you're right. He may not be. He may not be in a position to be able to make moves like that and to make sound decisions. Or it's something, bro. There's no way that this team, Vogel, no one else points that way. Good point. Yeah, it's got like there's no one like I could not see Popovich having this team and not being successful. I could not.
Mm,
I could
I
not
get,
see that.
I get what you're saying.
No, I could not.
He's not.
I figure like I feel like Pop would find a way to make that team be successful and make that team work. In my personal opinion, I do. But I don't know. It really don't make no sense. This is probably one of the most athletic and most expected superstar threesomes in the league. Yet they're ninth in their division. That's crazy. That's unheard of. That's probably never happened before. Where you had that many superstars on a team and they just did not gel. I don't think that's happened before.
You know what? It has happened before, and
Who?
that's when I bring it up. It has happened before. It
Who?
happened. It happened when the Lakers had Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, and Gary Payton all on the
But
same
that's
team.
but they was on their back end. You had don't give me hold on. Only person on the back end from right now is LeBron. AD is not on his
Well,
back end, and
AD
neither is Westbrook.
yeah, Westbrook and AD are on the back
Karl
end.
Malone and Gary Payton was way on their back end, bro. They was way on their back end.
But it's just what I thought about that, and when I sit up and think about that, it's the same. It's the same thing that we have going on now, in my opinion. Now we
Mm,
were able, in that case, we were able to make it to the finals, or not the finals. We went to the Western Conference Championship and got swept.
mm-hmm. I remember
Oh,
that.
it was even the finals or the championship, whatever. In any case, we only got, it was even, we got swept or we got a gentleman sweep in either
Mm-hmm.
one of those two rounds. So either Detroit dispatched us or San Antonio dispatched us. But what we thought we had was three and a half, four Hall of Famers,
Mm-hmm.
all on the same team, and thought we was going to do business, and it didn't work that way. And so that's what the same thing I feel like we have now
Mm.
in Carmelo, Westbrook, LeBron, and
AD.
AD, in which it's just not working.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I can see
Youth
where you're coming.
youth is helpful. You see what Golden State is doing. You see what Phoenix is doing. You see what even Philadelphia is doing. The
Mm-hmm.
Clippers, for the most part, like teams are out there making it work without superstars. Like,
Facts.
bruh,
Especially not three, four superstars
yes,
on one team. Absolutely.
we got four Hall of Famers on the team on the roster, and we're almost dead
We
last in the league.
in the
Look
league.
good on
Yeah.
paper. It looks
Yeah.
exactly like Leo says. Look good on paper.
That's exactly it. Not on the floor. Absolutely, Leo. Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. It looks good on it. Yeah. But anybody would say, anybody would look at it. Anthony and LeBron are working his way. Well, Anthony and LeBron already won one together. So we know
Yeah,
that we know that tandem works. We got it. It was the fact that they brought in Westbrook. And like Trey said, then brought in Carmelo, which Carmelo is doing his thing coming off
he's
the
doing his
bench.
thing off the bench. Yeah,
He's coming off the
and
bench.
like I said,
He's producing
and
off the
that's why I
bench.
continue to say it's Westbrook is the linchpin in this situation,
He is.
because the team's going to go as Westbrook goes. If his energy increases and he starts doing or being a
Absolutely,
shell
Craig.
of who
Yeah.
he was in OKC, we're going to sit up and start to ascend. We could probably get back up to maybe the sixth, the seventh, the eighth or seventh seed. But we
Right.
got to put in the work.
But y'all got to start now to
Yeah.
get in that to yeah, y'all got to start winning like yesterday.
That's a good question, Craig. I even thought about that the other day. I looked at that today. I was like, no one fears LeBron now. No one fears LeBron.
No, he's on his back end, bro. LeBron is not the LeBron of old, bro. People there's no need to fear LeBron. The people the players in the league now that people are fearing are the Greek freaks, the Embiids, you know what I'm saying? The
Ja,
KD, the Jaws, the even Curry kind of kind of went kind of fell off a little bit, trying to stay warm up in here and then we are coming. Oh,
oh, he's talking
but
to
yeah,
Leo. Yeah,
but for the most part, bro, um, yeah, you just got to know that these teams um don't they when they at this point, Craig, I feel like teams are happy to play the Lakers. They looking at damn, this is a win. This is a win.
let's go.
This is a win. They looking at it like, all right, let's go in here, let's get this dub. They definitely on the down. So do you think AD is the problem too? Can't depend on him. He's always hurting when you really need him. That's a good question. That's a question for Trey.
I
Well,
do.
you already know Trey
Yeah.
already
I'm not
wants to
going.
get
I
rid
don't
of
think. I
AD.
ain't gonna say. Yeah, I want to get rid of. But so I wouldn't say that he's a problem, but he's not the solution at this point. There's nothing he can't contribute if he's on the bench, and when I mean, it's a problem. I mean, I guess it is a problem. He can't contribute on the bench, like I stated before. As Bishop was just saying, I would prefer like it to if AD was traded, so
Traded.
that way we can get some assets back for him, hopefully to strengthen or better the organization and the team. So that way we can continue to move forward. Like the Lakers are a historic franchise,
Right.
and so what I'm saying, so we have to continue. Ideally, Westbrook was supposed to be that bridge to the next amount of trophies. Him and AD, because like you said, LeBron is on the back end, but that's not what we got right now. I don't know what's going on. Like LeBron, like a
I would
Westbrook needs
love
to
to hear
see.
what LeBron and all of them have to say. LeBron, AD, Westbrook. I would love to hear what their take is on why they're number ninth in their division. I would love to know what their reason behind them being playing bad ball right now. I would love to know what their response would be to that. I would. Craig, I do agree. I do say, yeah, LeBron is. Does this kind of remind you of MJ when he played with the Wizards? Only difference is, of course, when LeBron played with the Wizards. Of course, that's when I mean LeBron. When MJ when Mike played with the Wizards, that was after coming back out of retirement. So that was that was a different that was a different that's what makes that different. But in a way, yeah. In a way, Kim says that they need to take a good look in the mirror and step up and realize that they're professionals and that they need to play at a caliber in which people expect them to play at. And I totally agree with you, Kim. I totally agree with you, Kim. Fred agree with you too. They do need to play at a caliber in which everybody expects, but they're definitely not. Mainly Westbrook. But Trey wants to get rid of AD.
Strictly business. Strictly business.
Wait, LeBron told the reporters they need a good team. People just playing for a trade value. They have a good team though. Well, I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you would call it a good team because they're not playing like a good team. I get it. And the energy has to shift. They come in every call, and it's hard to get down and get back going every game. Shift focus and stop worrying about the small. But that's been that Kim. But that's been LeBron ever since he's been in
I
the
was
league.
about to
He's
say
always
LeBron.
been
Yeah, the
begging
whole
of
thing
calls.
that
He's the biggest
that
beggar of
irks me
calls.
the most. LeBron
Man,
to sit up and do something and be like and put his hands up like in the next look
and
at the
won't
next
play
man.
defense.
No, that was
Yeah,
you, bro. That was
bro,
you.
he's the biggest beggar of calls and has always been the biggest beggar of calls. Like he feels like he is deserving of every call on the floor. True, but the way LeBron playing, he playing like his drive and passion is gone. Might as well retire before he get hurt his legacy. But we know, Craig, that's not LeBron. Like I stated last week when Trey mentioned that LeBron is playing until his son gets into the league. I think that's the only reason why LeBron is still playing, bro. I really feel like he's only playing just so good players team. Nah, yeah, I feel like LeBron is only staying in the league right now just till the sun gets in. I truly believe that, but not now. It's the whole team. Yeah, truly agree with you, Kim. Yeah, LeBron is done, man. Whether people believe it or not, LeBron is done. He is done. He's just trying to wait for his son to come in so he can set the bar of being the only father son that's played in the NBA together. Like that's crazy. What? Lakers had that game. Dallas was shooting bricks. I'm like, stop shooting threes. Damn. I didn't get to watch that game. It was obviously it was close because they only won by what 5-6 points.
5 points.
The Mavericks, yeah. So I like I it was definitely a close game. I know I'm done with him. If it was a way for him for them to kick him out the league, man, I would be like kick LeBron out the league because for him to just sit there and just wait for his son to come in, that's BS, bro. That's
Okay.
BS. Ain't nobody really want. I ain't gonna say that, but I'm sure LeBron fans would loving to see it, but he not even going to get those fouls calls anymore. Definitely the way he play. Absolutely. I feel like Luca was cooking. Luca always cooking, Kim. Luca always be on point.
Catching bodies.
Bruh, Luca always be on point. Yeah, if I feel like they could kick him out, man. I would be like, bruh, you holding up a spot just so you can play with your son. No, if I would get him, bye, gone. See you when I see you, bro. You had your time. You won your championships. Get on up out of here. Bye. And if I was Magic, Kareem, got may Kobe rest in peace. Kobe, hey LeBron, hey you hurting our legacy. I need you to move up out of here. I need you and matter of fact take Westbrook with you. Go and take West with you. AD you can stay. This is me though. AD you can stay. I know Trey don't feel it, but AD you can stay. But LeBron, you and Westbrook, y'all services aren't needed anymore. Y'all can go
So
ahead.
looking at what Leo says, he basically said he questions whether LeBron is done or not. He's saying that he doesn't think he's done. He's just not a A-list anymore, in his opinion. He's just not that dude. He's not the one. Like he said, no one fears him, but he can still be a problem for you if you allow him.
Well, yeah, but okay, I feel where you're going with that, Leo. But Luka was shooting like Dirk, and Luka is 23 years old. Dude is young. Facts. So, I feel what you're saying. I'm not saying he can't still play the game, but right now, the way he's playing in LA, he doesn't look like he wants to play the game no more. His drive is no longer there. That's what Kim has talked about. Craig is talking about. A lot of people are talking about his drive to play the game doesn't look like it's there anymore,
I
and a
think it's
lot
a
of it
I
is
think it's
because
a
of the
heavy.
fact of they're not as good as everybody expect them to be.
Kill said Kobe would never. So I think it's just heavy. I think it's one of those situations heavy for the king, heavy that heavy for those who wear the crown. In that case, LeBron is, of course, going to be looked at in a certain type of way because he feel he's been
Exactly.
the king for so
Mm-hmm.
long, and now, I mean, of course, he's going to. You should expect there be a downside. He's going to have to. I mean, he's in his late 30s. He'll get
Yeah, he what 38?
yeah. So he's like, we were talking about potentially for him playing until his 40s or
He would
something
have
like
to
that.
pay in his 40s for his son if he trying to wait
The
on his
only other
son.
person that we know that did that was who just retired recently was Vince. And like we see Vince started, saying, but Vince doesn't put that much wear on his body as LeBron
Who's
did.
older?
But
Is it LeBron? Who's older, LeBron or Carmelo?
Carmelo, well, no,
I'm
they
fun.
well Carmelo, yeah, Carmelo is
Yeah,
because
because so
LeBron they
Carmelo
both
already in his 40.
yeah they entered the league at the same time, but Carmelo was a freshman in college when LeBron was a senior in high school.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's going to be it's going to take a lot, in which I'm like I'm up for it. Like
what's gonna take a
I'm
lot?
for him to get back to even be comfortable in this because it's like why do a play in unless you're gonna have this burst of release energy?
Mm-hmm.
Why get into the play? Why play hard to get into the play in to play an additional 2 games just to end up playing against potentially right now you're looking at
The Suns, right?
well, the Sun. I think the Suns are going to fall off. You're looking at maybe having to play against a young, a young Memphis squad because I think the Memphis is going to right now. Memphis is only half a game behind Golden State for the second team in the NBA. I mean in the Western Conference.
Westerns in the Western Conference. Yeah.
So that's
Hmm.
so that's the situation in which you're looking at. So do all that, you know, what I'm saying potentially playing 3 games just to get in to possibly be swept by a team that's
Young and upcoming.
yeah. But then again, that might maybe that could be helpful if they sit up and home in and use that experience as veterans and
Hmm.
dispatch them to where they get another, they make it to the next round. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
I,
everyone should be competitive. It's a competition. True that, Leo. So I mean, I'm just somber a little bit right now because it's like, man, these it's like this is all this for this.
right. Oh yeah.
It's like a
None of
different
those
type of
guys.
somber. Like it's like okay, yeah, the 49ers get to the Western Conference Championship, and there's a interception from winning, a drop interception from going to the Super Bowl, and then the season end, and then I come to this. I come home
Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert. Yeah, Craig, you stupid. Yeah, man. Yeah, none of these guys are a threat. I wouldn't say that, man. I don't know what's going on with Westbrook, bro. I really don't. I really would love to know
and that
what's
would
going
have
on.
been the only threat. Westbrook was the only possible threat in which the biggest one come in like, hey, he's a
I don't know.
problem. It's like he's not a problem.
I don't know what's going on with Westbrook. AD can't stay healthy. I get that. He can't stay healthy, so that's a problem.
Our
And then like I
biggest
said,
threat right now is Malik Monk.
yeah, yeah. And Carmelo coming off the bench.
Yeah, Carmelo off the bench.
Yeah, yeah, turnover king in regards to Westbrook. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't. I can't figure it out. His jumper is whack. You think so? I don't know what's up with he hates going to work every day. Ooh. And you know if that's a problem, it's time to hang it up. If
For
you
real.
hate to go to work every day, it's time to hang it up, bro. It's time to hang it up. You there is no upside for the Lakers. Like with your record and the way y'all where they stand right now, there's no upside for wanting to go to work, Kim, for anybody on the Lakers organization. It's like, damn, I don't even feel like going to practice, bro. Bro. It's like there's no upside for them. Like you have no enthusiasm, you have no drive. There's nothing that's bringing you into practice or into the game arena because it's a great possibility that y'all gonna lose that game.
True that. That's a good point, Kim.
Westbrook doesn't
He's just not
recharge.
going to become trash overnight. Yeah, and
Facts.
so and like we said, I've been saying that a lot. It's something. He's got something
That's
going
why I said
on.
something's going
Obviously,
on. It's
yeah.
something going on. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I totally agree with you, Kim. He didn't become trash overnight. It's something. I don't know. I don't know what it is, and it's crazy because nobody know what it is.
He's
He's
saying
looking
he's
for a
looking for
sicko still. Craig is stupid. He looking for a sicko slip. Yeah, he need to because them turnovers and them bricks he throwing up, bruh. He throwing up some bricks too, bro. Like this dude is missing all parts of the rim and backboard. But just to keep moving, man, we got 8
Yes,
games
because we're
tonight.
not we're not yeah we're not going to dwell on the Lakers no
Yeah,
more.
we,
Stop
we
it.
we could talk about them all day, and it ain't gonna make them no better. We got 8 games tonight, Trey. What you got, man? What you got? What you got?
So of course we got the Pacers and the Magic facing off today. First, when the first game states, I'm going with the Pacers in that one. I think they're going to. Although I think Karis LeVert is still out for the. Correction, is back for the Pacers. The Magic, I see they just got Markel Fultz back.
Back, yep.
Uh, so it might be actually be a good game for the simple fact of who's playing one another. But I think the Pacers come out victorious in that one.
I'm taking the
Uh,
Pacers on that one too.
Okay. Next game up, Hornets versus the Cavaliers. Battle of two teams that
Good
are
game.
fringe. Yeah, that are
Yeah, that's gonna
fringe
be good.
fringe
Yeah.
teams. But of course, when they go off, they go off. I don't know if Darius Garland is back yet. But I
Mhm.
mean, at the end of the day, we stick with the moniker that both teams are professionals, so it shouldn't make a difference who's not there, who's there,
Right.
who's not there. I think I'm gonna go with the. Uh, that's a hard one.
Melo. You going with Melo or are you
I,
going with
I
the
think I'm
cat?
going with I think I'm going with the Cavs. I think the Cavs get the W.
I'm taking the Cavs too at home on the at home. I don't think the Hornets can go on the road and beat the Cavs at home.
And then, of course, the next game, the New York Knicks will be traveling to Philly,
Philly.
to take on the 76ers as James Harden makes his
Appreciate you, Freddie.
first debut as a 76er at home. Of course, I mean, I wouldn't, again, I'm not going to bet against the Sixers on this one. I'm rocking
Nah,
with I'm rocking. I'm
yeah.
rocking with James now.
Not at home. James is at home. Bede is at home. The Knicks is
It's
not finna
it's
go.
going to
They're
be
not finna
lit.
go. Yeah, they're not
It's going to
finna
be
go
lit
in.
there.
They're not finna go into Philly and beat the Sixers. I'm taking the Sixers.
Of course, the Kings, Sacramento Kings, will be traveling to down here to the Noya, or I'm not at the Noya, but down here to the Boot to take on the New Orleans Pelicans. Uh, the Pelicans is a pretty hot team right now. CJ McCollum has got there and turned them around. So
Yeah.
I'll continue ride the McCollum train and go with the Pelicans.
Ooh, you gonna go with the Pelicans
Yes.
at home? You know what? Just to be different, I'm gonna take the Kings.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sack
take
town.
Sack. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with Sack Town.
All right. All right. The Eastern Conference leading Miami Heat will be taking on the Milwaukee Bucks as Giannis and company try to defend their home court. Uh, I'm going to go ahead with the Heat. They still hit hot. I'll rock with the Heat
Ooh,
to
I'm
get.
going. I'm going with the Greek freak. Don't fear the deer. Fear the deer. I'm saying, do fear the deer. Fear the deer. I'm taking them Bucks, man. They at home. I gotta go with. Him to do his thing out there, man. I'm taking the Bucks on that one.
Okay, the Bucks. Next up, Utah Jazz up against H Town in at home.
See you, Craig.
Uh,
I see you. You got the
I don't
Kings in the Bucks. I see you.
I don't see the Rockets getting this W against Utah. I don't know. It's just I think the season for the Rock. I mean, well, of course, the season for the Rockets is over,
Oh,
but
definitely. They
I don't
ain't.
see the Jazz as being one of those teams in which they're going to get that they're going to be able to change that narrative. At least
Mhm.
not tonight. At home, like the Fuse, I think the Fuse gets puts out and the Rockets take a L. I went with the Jazz.
Gotta go with Utah, man. Gotta go with Utah. The Rockets is definitely not that team, bro. They got a young guy over there that's a high flyer and all of that, but no, they just don't have enough to do anything with the Jazz. I'm
Yeah.
taking the Jazz.
All right. Next game, the Oklahoma City Thunder will travel to Denver to take on them Nuggets with reigning MVP Nikola Jokic.
Yep.
Although he, saying, is dealing with, of course, the stuff from his home, Ukraine, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's enough to distract the Nuggets. Of course, the team is 12 people on the team. He just happens to be one of the better on the team. I
Right.
don't think even though Shea Gilgis Alexander and
Yeah.
Josh Giddey and Dort and all them young talent, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Denver gets the W.
Oh, definitely Denver at home. Definitely Denver. Oklahoma's not finna go on the road and beat Denver.
Mm. And then, of course, the last game of the night, the Trailblazers will be traveling to Phoenix to take on the CP3 list. Phoenix Suns, of
But they
course,
still got that bad man in Devin Booker.
they still got Book. So I think Book still dispatches the Blazers and gets the W. Although they have been the youth movement in Portland has been effective. It's got them a couple of wins. Anthony Simons doing what he has to do. Uh, but I don't think it's enough. I think Phoenix gets the W.
I'm with Phoenix. I'm taking Phoenix as well to get that dub. Yeah, I know CP3 isn't playing. I did hear that you said, Trey, that you feel like Denver or that Phoenix is going to fall off because of the fact that
Yeah, start to fall
CP3
back.
is
Yeah.
out. But I think they're gonna hold tight and be able to hold off the Trailblazers at home. Yeah, still a good team. I totally agree with you, Craig. Definitely still a good team, even though CP3 and in there, Devin Booker has been able to, be able to carry the team here and there on the absence of CP. So I'm taking the Phoenix Suns as well at home.
Yeah, so and it's gonna be interesting. But of course, I think that game of the night is probably you would think it would probably be the Heat and the Bucks. Additionally, the Hornets and
Yeah,
Cavs
and
will
the
probably be a good
Cavs.
game.
Yeah, those are the two.
Although it
The
looks like
Knicks
it
and
might be a run, I was about to say yeah.
the
Although it
Knicks
looks
and the
like it might be a
76ers. Yeah,
run, that might actually
yeah,
be a good game. The Knicks and the
yeah.
76ers.
Yeah. If the Knicks come to play, they come in and play like they was playing early in the season where they was gelling on their all cylinders. If that team comes and play, they could probably give the Sixers a good run and make it a real good game. But I definitely agree with you. The Heat Bucks game and the Hornets Cavaliers game are the two games of the night, without question. In my
Yes.
opinion, I totally agree.
So another thing, Bishop, and not necessarily pro, but it is a very if anyone knows, as we all know, the month of March is Women's History Month. Saying shout out to the ladies, those that's out there that's currently in the comments. Uh, Interestingly enough, this morning I came across a little tidbit in which Miss Tori Miller was named yesterday to be the GM for the NBA, the Atlanta Hawks affiliate G League team, the College Park Skyhawks, being the first woman to be in that position, serving that of a GM.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, saying first woman, first African American lady. I was like, I could get down with that. Uh, Another stride for women in sports, as we had a conversation with a couple of ladies last week in reference to that. Bishop, what do you think about Miss Miller getting coined as the GM for the College Park
I think well,
Skyhawks?
I think that's a absolutely good thing, man. I think like you said, it's women. What is it? Women's
Women's History Month.
History Month. That's it. So I think it's a good thing, man. Man, shouts out and congratulations go out to her for that. That's a great step.
Additionally, also this day in sports, the great Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points
Points.
versus the New York Knicks.
Yep.
Bishop, what do you think that would be like a player to score 100 points in this day and age?
That would never happen, but we know
No,
Kobe made it. No, Kobe was close. He hit 80, what, 82?
81.
81, 82? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't see that happening. But I mean, you know,
I know who you would want to do it though.
who? I really don't have nobody in particular that I would want to
I
do,
thought I thought you would have wanted Ja to do it.
Oh, I would. I wouldn't mind Ja doing that. I
Drop at
would.
50,
Yeah,
drop at 100.
dropping 100. I wouldn't mind him doing that. That would be hot, bro. For
So
him to be able to do that.
I know we seen the dunk all, you know what I'm saying, on Jakob Potel the other night. But is that the dunk of the year, Bishop? I don't think that's the
Ah,
dunk of the
no,
year.
I heard them saying that that was a dunk of the
Yeah,
year. I
I
don't
don't
think
think that's
that's
the
the
dunk of
dunk
the
of the
year.
year.
I was
No,
like,
I gotta
I
look
had
at
to go
all the
through.
rest of the dunks
Yeah, I had
again.
to. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
I
I
don't know
got
if that's the dunk of the year because Anthony Bennett
you.
done had some pretty good things.
Yeah. It's a bit. It's been some nice dunk, including by Ja this year. But I don't know if that's the dunk of the year. I
Oh, that's a good
really,
point, Kim. Steph, 100. I can see that.
yeah. Steph,
Yeah,
Chief Curry, yeah, I could see Steph doing it too. Yeah, that would be hot. I wouldn't mind seeing him doing it as well. You're right. I could see
but yeah,
Steph doing it.
but yeah, the dunk of the year. I can't think of, but I know I don't think that's it. And technically, I mean, although he kind of caught him, but he didn't really catch him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
No,
like
he caught him. He you know what? No, really, he caught him. It was no question. He caught him. He definitely caught him without question, bro. He caught him. It was like there was no ifs ands or buts about it. He got caught bad, bad.
I
But
mean,
dunk of
so
the year, I don't know. It's a bit early to call it the dunk of the year. I think.
yeah, because I think it's been other dunks in which probably have a little more. But I mean, I guess when you look at the difficulty, because from the angle he came and how he came around the corner and all that type of stuff. But I don't know. I don't know what y'all say. Y'all think it's the dunk of the year? Y'all just
Yeah,
don't.
we yeah, would love to hear that. Love to know if y'all feel like that's the dunk of the year. Not only that though, my thing is, um, do you know that John Morant didn't start dunking until he was a senior in high school?
Man, that dude could jump
Senior
out.
in high school,
I
and
mean,
can jump
we
out.
give a lot of we give a lot of people that moniker like, oh yeah, they could jump out the gym. Ja
No,
could jump.
he can jump out the gym
Ja
like
could jump.
that boy can jump. His eyes be at the rim like that boy can jump. He is a true,
Truly explosive, very without a doubt.
without question, bro.
So as we get up here and get right out here, Bishop, MLB unfortunately was not able to come up.
Nope.
No negotiations. So now the beginning of games being
First two
canceled
games.
has
First two
been
games.
has
Yep.
already begun.
Yep. First two games have already been canceled. Still in negotiations. They came up with some things, but the Players Association didn't agree with it.
Who? Yeah, I
So
was about to say who's at this point who's holding it up? The play. I guess you could say both are still holding it up, but
right, because
the owners are giving something.
yeah, the owners said that they gave their final offer, and the players
Oh, the
was like
final offer.
that was their final offer yesterday. That's why it ended. They
Oh,
gave a
because
final offer,
okay.
their final offer, and they was like, nah, we don't. That's not good enough. And so with that, they was like, nah, we good.
So
So
it
be it.
do
No
you.
first two games.
So who do you think in these cases who's the more valuable? Do you think the players in which the people come to see, or the owners that basically pay the players that people come to see?
Hmm.
Like who you think has
I
more?
think they about the same, to be honest.
Okay, I was about to
I
say
feel like they'd
so.
be the same.
So does it be because I look at it, I was like, is it a situation where it like you true? Ultimately, yes, I think it should be um, down the line. So because you was like, do you sit up and say we go 50-50 because yeah, you put it in position, you made this platform for me to be able to display these skills, but
Mhm.
now that my skills are being displayed, this is what ain't no one coming to see you.
Otis.
Otis, yeah, ain't no one come see you, Otis. Like, yes, let's just keep it 100.
Yeah.
If I wasn't playing for you, I would be playing somewhere else. Ain't no one coming
Facts.
to see you.
Facts. Facts.
Ain't no
Total
one sit
facts.
up and talk. Ain't no one talk about a MLB owner at the end of the day. So you would think maybe that there would be a little more, but I wonder. I have to go back and research to see what is it exactly that the players are asking for. That's just
They want more. I think they wanted like $25,000 more for base salary for
mhm.
players. Um, I saw it this morning, and it was two other things. It was two other things. One of them was a drastic
It
increase
was
though.
very. It was. Oh, it was like
Yeah, yeah. One of them was mad. Like I was like, damn,
because I know
that's a
one of the things
huge
that
jump.
they had on the table that they wasn't willing to do is they wanted to cut back the number of players that was able to be placed on these the minor league teams in
Yeah,
which the MLB PA was not willing to budge on, saying they didn't think that was appropriate, being that they had just cut back a bunch of teams and players in the last CBA.
right.
So.
Right. It's a few things that they, this morning I want to say they showed like three major things. Like I said, one of them was the base pay, which was like a $25,000 jump. It went from 700,000 to 725,000, or nine hundred
Mm-hmm.
thousand to 925,000, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They want it, and two other things. I have to look at it. I have it for you tomorrow because I did see it. I just forgot what the other two things were. But one of them, like I said, one of them was a huge. I was like, damn,
Yeah,
they
they
want
asking for a
that.
lot.
Yeah, they asked for. I mean, the
Like
money
y'all,
itself, how much money they was
y'all
asking.
don't want to play.
Right.
Y'all not trying to play. Y'all trying to get a vacation.
Yeah. 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 Well, we all know, like you said, it's the one of the favorite pastime sports of all time. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a matter of time when they're gonna figure it out before the season. They're gonna play. It's gonna happen. It's just going. How long is it gonna take for them to come to an agreement?
Good point, Stanton. Players as the money they bring in also pays the owners. I guess you can see it that way. But
Yeah.
like I said, it definitely like ain't no one come to see the owner play.
Right. Yeah, absolutely not. And then again, when it's all said and done, like I said yesterday, these games that are being canceled, that's millions of dollars being
Out the
lost.
day, thrown out the door.
Millions of dollars being lost. So somebody gonna have to compromise.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to come to an agreement because ain't nobody. And then they also asking. I know another thing is they were saying, and being that they didn't come to an agreement yesterday, that the players still want to get paid for the games that's already been canceled. They still want,
Oh,
yeah, oh yeah,
they
oh
asking for everything.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. They still want
Goodness.
they still want their money for the games that have been canceled that they've canceled. So they
They
still want
want
to
to
get
be
paid
compensated for the games that they haven't played or they're not going to play.
that they're not going to be played. Yeah. And what's
Mm-hmm.
probably going to happen is what the owners are going to do is they're probably not going to pay them. They're going to probably try and put them games on the back end, if possible. Try and play some makeup games, in other
Mm,
words, because that way it's a win-win. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Once they figure out when they actually going to start playing,
Uh, And so the plot thickens. So
it
of
does.
course that is the show for today. We greatly appreciate y'all coming out and rocking with us this morning. Y'all know every morning 09 to 11 o'clock, 1100 hours, 9 o'clock to 11 a.m. For those that don't know the military time, Monday through Friday. No matter what, we're here. We're up talking about what we can, whatever those things, those topics in sports, military aspect, whatever it is. Bishop, any last words before you get up out of here?
Man, y'all, again, we thank you, the Kims, the Lestantons, the Craig Millers. Good to see you, Craig. I still need trying to get you on the show, bro, just so you know. um all the people on here that came on here, Jackie, Leo, Freddie, you know what I'm saying, uh just so many people who come on here. Again, the show is not a show without y'all, man. We can come on here and
True
talk
that.
all day
True that.
between the two of us, but without y'all, this show is nothing. We love the feedback. We love the interaction. It's good
But
to see you, Pride.
don't get on here talking about, hey, we need to set up some negotiations because uh, y'all at this point are like players and we're like owners. That's not what he's saying. So let's keep that separation. Let's keep that separation.
That part, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We thank you, and we'll definitely see you on the next show. Appreciate you, Craig. Good show, but not. And we need you on the show, bro. We definitely need you on the show. We want to hear your conspiracy theories, bro.
Yes,
Conspiracy
all
theories.
strictly for all conspiracies. We trying to hear it.
Conspiracy theories, bro. But that's all I got, man.
Yeah, so of course, like I said, look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. I know the combine starts tomorrow.
That it
So it was
does.
saying,
Stay
so
tuned.
leading up to that, talking about that, and then on into the draft, other things. March Madness is about to start, so it's like this. We
The
finna keep that
brackets
same
about to come
energy.
out.
Yes, yes, yes. And then y'all know what that it means competition, first formation,
Let's
bracket challenge.
go.
Get
Let's
down with the get
go.
down. So until
Will I
tomorrow, we look forward to
remain the
seeing.
GOAT? Will I remain the GOAT?
You're gonna have to drop that. But
We're gonna see.
maybe the coat. Maybe you call you the
No.
coat. We look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Holler at us tomorrow at this point. Show attention. Fallout.
Y'all have a great one, man. Cyro 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated. Y'all
Incorporated.
have a great hump day. We'll holler back at y'all. Peace.